a discussion moving forward.
Unsportsmanlike. Weekday morning starting at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN2.
It also could be if there's like a moment,
no days off when you love what you're doing. Sundays are the best day of the week because you're just one day away from First Take returning Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN.
What was everybody's take? Oh, MVP, shoe-in, it's over, race is calling.
This is Freddie and Harry on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
I believe it's Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes and then Joe Montana. Patrick Mahomes is the most gifted quarterback that we've ever seen in the game. He really is. And I don't believe it's going to take 5 or 6 or 7 Super Bowls for him to eclipse Brady.
Check out more from Freddie and Harry weekdays at 3 Eastern on ESPN Radio and the ESPN app.
Yes.
Right?
It's bowl season on ESPN Radio. 25 bowl games, including the college football playoff and national championship game.
The electricity, the atmosphere.
This is why you do what you do.
Bowl season continues tomorrow with the Trans-Perfect Music City Bowl. Coverage begins at 2 Eastern on ESPN Radio and ESPN.
It's the beauty of college football.
Because Burrow's the one who played yesterday. And what's tomorrow going to be in Allen? It's almost like who played last. Everything is so reactionary with this award. It really has changed. Like, I don't know what is up. Is it betting odds? Is it that, the
Radio presented by Progressive Insurance. He's Myron Metcalf. I'm Matt Jones. ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance flexes to fix your business needs. Quick repairs to adjustable coverages and even payment options. Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Quote today in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Playing a little under the weather today, but we've done a good job. We've had our good guy Herm Edwards, we've had Eric Moody. We've also had Myron fighting with Kansas City Chiefs fans who have just completely bodied him and owned him over his take that the Chiefs can't win the Super Bowl. What?
There's another argument here. Now I'm really getting into the debate.
They've also beaten, but that doesn't mean Myron doesn't have a chance to come back. One of the things he's gotten better on during the year was really bad to start, but has gotten better is selling us on the games that on paper don't look like they would be very entertaining. So let's do it again. It is now time to go no huddle.
It's time to go around the National Football League.
No huddle. I'll call the play from the line. Defense will never know what hit.
This is the no huddle.
Richmond 96 double.
That's why you see a little bit.
Rules here are very simple. I give you a game. You tell me why the fans out there should watch it, even though on paper they would think they have no interest. What's up first?
You said about the landscape,
Titans at Jaguars.
Media these days, gambling.
I think this is difficult
of course,
for anybody to make a statement about two teams who have become irrelevant, obviously, in the playoff picture. I think you watch this because you're probably watching Doug Peterson's last game as head coach, and the Jags are probably going to hit a reset here. I think you're also watching the Titans, who are probably going to get a quarterback in the offseason. So I think you're looking at both teams and going, okay, who sticks around? Who lasts next season? And are there any salvageable players and pieces from both of these rosters that you can take in the next season with perhaps a new coach for Jacksonville and a new quarterback for the Tennessee Titans?
Not a metric that can be measured.
All right, so you started it by saying, I don't think this is going to be what somebody would watch. That's like going up to somebody and going, you don't want this card, do you?
MVP odds are going up because of the score. It is something that cannot be measured. It's not a statistic.
When you're into a car dealership and somebody comes up and goes, you don't really want this, do you? But since you're standing here, yeah, exactly. So let's try this one more time.
All right, let's
act like
Peterson's last game. They play next week too, man.
Yeah, they also play next week. So I don't think, unless you think he's going to get fired this week. So let's just do this again. Like it's like I want you to act like you're actually trying to sell me on this game, not like you don't want to eat this bill deal, do you? It ain't good. I want you to sell this like your job depends. I'm sure Chris Myers is calling this game. So do Chris Myers a favor and make this happen. Let's go again.
Titans at Jaguars.
Well, obviously, these are two teams that are trying to get on the right path going into next season. The Titans will have a new quarterback probably this offseason. You have to see what does that new quarterback have around him. I think there are Tennessee Titans players playing to kind of keep their job in a lot of ways. But the Jacksonville Jaguars have a guy named Brian Thomas Jr. If you haven't heard of him, he set rookie records for yards, receptions, touchdowns for that franchise. You're looking at a future star in the NFL potentially if they can get the right people around him. You're watching this game for Brian Thompson Jr. and the promise that he's shown so far.
That was excellent. That might have been your best one of the year. Seriously. Like on a scale of 1 to 100, that was a 99. That's the best you have ever done. And the difference was focus and energy and all. Do you realize how good you were right there?
It's not even a problem.
I don't know. It felt good. I don't know. Is that good?
You could have sold me a Pinto with that car, with that sales ability. So I think you're on. Let's keep that energy going for the next one.
Raiders at Saints.
There's a guy named Mike Ditka that a lot of people know for who he was as the head coach of the Chicago Bears. What they don't know is that he was also a really, really good player in the NFL. And this guy named Brock Bowers with the Las Vegas Raiders, who with 10 receiving yards has a chance to pass Mike Ditka's record for a rookie tight end in receiving yards. Mike Ditka set the record with 1,961 yards. Brock Bowers, 1,076 yards. Brock Bowers can surpass that with 10 yards in this game. So Brock Bowers could be a generational tight end. He's playing to pass Ditka today for a Raiders team that might give him an elite quarterback next year. And Brock Bowers could become a Hall of Famer if that transition works out.
Today's player profile is going to be.
I'm still going to give you a round of applause there. I still think that was pretty good. I like the Brock Bowers. Didn't know where you were going with Ditka, but you made it work. Brock Bowers is special. You're right about that.
Well, now you
think you're 2 for 2 once I gave you a false start on the first one. Let's go to the next one.
Here's how it sounds.
Colts at Giants.
Let's keep the energy rolling.
Well, there's two reasons you want to watch a game like this. Obviously, the Colts are still alive in the playoff picture. A lot of things have to happen. Anthony Richardson being out is a challenge for that team. But you're watching the Giants because this is a team that can help their odds in the NFL draft by losing. But you got a guy in Brandon Daboll who maybe says, I might get fired. Who cares what they want? I'm going to keep winning. And I think that's why you're watching this. How does Brian Daboll and his team approach this? Does he do what's best for the team, or does he do what's best for Brian Daboll? So I think it's going to be interesting. Giants fans might be upset with the win because of what it does in the NFL draft. Brian Daboll, however, is saying that's the job that I was signed to do.
Inactive for every game.
Pretty solid. I will note you said keep winning, and they've only won 2 games. So I'm not sure what the keep winning part of it is, because they really haven't won at all.
Anderson then had a
but nevertheless, you made 2 very good points. Can the Colts stay in the playoffs? The Giants, should they win? Will they win? I have to say you're 3 for 3. And if you don't screw this last one up, this may be the first time in the history of the no huddle that Myron gives a complete performance, a Kansas City Chiefs-esque performance in the no huddle. Will he be able to do it with this guy?
Dolphins at Browns.
Well, you're watching this in part because the Miami Dolphins still have a slight chance to get into the playoffs. Very low. But I think you're really watching this to see, is this Mike McDaniels one of his last games, potentially? Everybody loved Mike McDaniels when he came into the NFL. He was the offensive guru. He was playing hip-hop in the locker room. He was dancing in practice. And everybody said, this is the guy. Now we're at a point where the Miami Dolphins, who spent a lot of money to try to be a contender, they're not going to make the playoffs most likely, and they certainly won't make it if they lose this game. So we could go from Mike McDaniel being the it coach maybe just 2 years ago to being a guy who is coaching for his job. I think that's why you're watching.
What about the Browns, the team they play?
And a whole lot more.
You also have a guy in Kevin Stefanski that a lot of people think might be a guy who's playing, coaching for his job as well. Deshaun Watson with a restructured deal. He's going to be their quarterback for the next couple of years. And the interesting thing is that if Kevin Stefanski gets fired, there are going to be a lot of teams
equipment without
that are going to call him right away.
Visit SkyWorksLLC.com.
You're exactly right. He would be well liked. All right, so
top-notch construction and industrial supplier.
I'm gonna go ahead and pass you on the last one. You're gonna be like the kid I have in my class who does pretty well in the exam, just goes so-so the final. I still pass him because I want him to move on. I want to give you a nice job. You gave 4 games with not a lot to do, and you actually were able to sell them pretty well. Are you proud of yourself and your performance?
I feel like I've come a long way. I mean, from the first round.
Yeah, no, you have come a long way. You were really bad at that at the beginning, but because you couldn't fake excitement, and now you're becoming like a host on QVC. You don't want these crappy products, right? But nevertheless, you have to act like the bedazzled sweaters are worth wearing, and that's what you do now.
They do great work. I don't know how they sell stuff all day like they do, but they're incredible.
You know, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a host on QVC. I would practice being a QVC host.
Okay.
After my car accident,
that's an interesting dream.
So I called my
some people like, I want to be.
I was like, I could do the Quacker Factory. I was like, I would take products in my house and mimic selling a steamer.
After my job accident, my attorney.
Yeah, listen, we all have our dreams. I ended up on ESPN, but one of these days I'll get on QVC. You'll see it. We'll do more here next on ESPN Radio.
Hey, it's your resident Super Bowl champ, Chris Candy from Unsportsmanlike, and I just want to wish everyone a happy and healthy holiday season. And Happy New Year. And reminder, tune in to Unsportsmanlike every weekday morning, starting at 6, right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Umi's got you covered with seating up to 400 people.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T.
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenics Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Testanol, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text LION to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenics Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenics Thermal, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast, absolutely free. Text LION to 42424. That's LION to 42424.
Traded any phone.
Grady. This is one that I really find curious. This doesn't feel like something that an organization of this magnitude does. It feels beneath that.
Weekday mornings at 10 Eastern on ESPN Radio.
Central Division rivals clash on ESPN Hockey Night. Dallas.
Definitely a playoff team. There's no question about it.
And it stars.
Scores! Dodger, kept it out. Jason Robertson.
Travel to the Windy City to face Connor Bedard and the Blackhawks.
He's the heartbeat of his team.
Bedard with a shot. He scores.
That's hockey. ESPN Hockey Night presented by Expedia. Stars Blackhawks at 8:30 Eastern tonight on ESPN.
Amber and Ian.
Lance Taylor, host of the Next Round Live, kind enough to join us.
Amber, it's been way too long you've been on this hiatus. Is maternity leave all that it is hyped up to be?
Well, I don't know what it's hyped up to be. It's very exhausting. I'll give you that. Maternity leave is one of those experiences where 2 months somehow feels like 20 years and 2 minutes all at the same time.
Amber and Ian. Weeknights at 7 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on SiriusXM Channel 80.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Buckle up and get ready for all the heart. College basketball better than ever. This is must-watch television and all the love. The most electrifying players in the nation for all the moments.
Like Crosby's Pizza and Subs. Start your game day with Crosby's way.
We are premium tequila and vodka hard seltzers. Come for it all. ACC Women's College Basketball all season long on ACCN.
Ready? No days off when you love what you're doing. Sundays are the best day of the week because you're just one day away from First Take returning Monday, 10 a.m. Eastern on ESPN.
Now, countdown to kickoff continues on the Buffalo Bills Radio Network. Here's Chris Brown with Buffalo Bills defensive coordinator Bobby Bowden.
Naturally, Coach, the main message each week comes from Coach McDermott, but how have you communicated it to the players on your side of the ball, knowing the opportunity?
This is SportsCenter.
The playoffs is on the line.
Yeah, I mean, it's
A crucial Week 17 in the NFL on Breece Smith. Eagles coach Nick Sirianni signaled that Kenny Pickett will get the start at QB against the Cowboys as Jalen Hurts continues to recover from a concussion. At ESPN's Shirley Fowler says the Eagles are in good hands as they look to clinch the division with a win over Dallas or a Commanders loss.
Pickett's a quarterback that felt last March that he was going to be the starter for the Pittsburgh Steelers before he got traded. He was eager to show that he can still be that first-round talent that could get it done on a starter's level. So they're hopeful that Jalen Hurts can be back Week 18. Look, if they lock up the division this weekend, do they even need Hurts for Week 18? So all that's under consideration. It's possible Pickett will need to play 2 games here because Hurts is still in the early stages of that concussion protocol. But he's ready. The Eagles feel that Pickett is ready.
Since 2021, the Eagles are 45-16 in games that Hurts started, compared to just 1-3 without him. And according to ESPN's Adam Schefter, Jets wide receiver Devontae Adams is expected to play against the Bills as he looks to catch the 500th career passing touchdown from Aaron Rodgers, who is one TD pass away from that milestone. Coverage of the Bills and Jets is underway on select ESPN radio stations. Schefter also reporting that Dolphins QB Tua Tagovailoa, who was downgraded to doubtful due to a hip injury, is not expected to play against the Browns. So Tyler Huntley will get the start as Miami needs to win out and have the Broncos lose in Week 18 to clinch a playoff berth. And the Lakers have agreed to trade D'Angelo Russell, Maxwell Lewis, and 3 second-round picks to the Brooklyn Nets for Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton, according to ESPN's Sham Sharania. In tennis, four-time Grand Slam champ Naomi Osaka says she won't hang around in tennis if her results fail to match her high expectations.
Hey, what's up? Aaron Goldhammer here, and coming up Monday on Sportsmanlike, we're going to get you set for the quarterfinals of the college football playoff, which teams are going to be advancing and who is going home. It's on Sportsmanlike, 6 a.m. Eastern, ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Not all the time. And
It is Countdown to Kickoff here on ESPN Radio. Matt Jones, Myron Metcalf, get ready for another big day of NFL football. Next to last week of the regular season, Kevin Clark. He is the host of the This Is Football podcast, and he hosts Game Day on ESPN Radio. It comes on right after us. You can hear it after we finish all of our very intelligent thoughts on this show. Kevin, I'm glad to have you. I know you're a Miami grad,
Cole Bishop has
so
had some valuable time on the
2
field.
big things have happened with
Miami.
Miami. Larinaga, the basketball coach, quits mid-season.
Some
and Cam Ward quits mid-game. Is it just a university full of quitters? What's going on there?
It has nothing to do with,
wow. Starting out hot there. I like that. It's 2 separate things. I think both are accepted now. And I was thinking about this last night. I'm not bothered by Cam Ward not playing the second half. There have been guys who've only done a couple of drives in bowl games. These are exhibitions, and they should do that. I think, guys, the end of NFL teams asking about participation at all was the COVID year, where you had first-round picks who didn't even play in a full year, and no teams cared. There were only a couple of teams who had questions about it, and we just kind of moved on. So the idea that, at this opt-out tournament, really started with Christian McCaffrey. When was the last time anybody brought up Christian McCaffrey not playing in a bowl game as part of his great legacy? So I don't care about the Cam Ward thing. Larinaga thing, I mean, frankly, I think he's done great things for Miami. I think they were losing a bunch, and he had to quit because I don't think there was a long runway for him at that school. Obviously he's been down for 2 years, and I think that the NIL stuff and all the stuff he said about the portal was almost incidental. It wasn't like Saban, where Saban was leaving after a great season and just said, you know what, I'm kind of done with this. This was, I think, kind of Jim Larinaga saying, I'm quitting because we're bad. Also, all this new stuff is a little too much for me.
Yeah, I thought that was a bit disingenuous with Larinaga. He obviously benefited from NIL, and then, he kind of blasted it at the end.
Lamar, in a good way, no matter what the
goal is. I think it's a little bit like Saban, right? Where it's like Saban goes to Congress right after he quits, and everybody knows, Alabama was using the portal and NIL and all that stuff. Everybody was saying, well, it's disingenuous that he did that. He shouldn't be arguing against it, whatever. I mean, for me, it's just like it's a different job, and I can see it kind of being like, whatever. Like, sometimes when you're old, you don't know what adapt. So I know it comes off as disingenuous, but it's also these guys are, either pushing 70 or over 70, and they just don't want to do. They don't want to learn these new rules and learn the new way of business doing. I'm not gonna kill them for that.
They're over 70 and they've also made over $70 million. A lot of them. I think we could have a long conversation about that. Lamar Jackson versus Josh Allen.
And there it was.
How should we make a decision about MVP? What should the criteria be? And based on that, who's the MVP?
One of a kind. eBay had it.
Yeah, it's funny.
Everyone's asking.
Honestly, it's probably Lamar Jackson. And what's funny is that I had some people on my show this week, and all of them said, well, maybe the voters don't want to give Lamar Jackson a third MVP and Josh Allen have none. And I'm thinking, it's a little bit like Steve Nash in the mid-2000s, where they had to give him a second MVP because he was clearly the MVP and had a better season than the year before he was the MVP. And the thing I hate, guys, is when voters say, we're tired of this guy. Or, hey, you saw in the 90s with Jordan, where it's like, hey, let's give somebody else an MVP. I'm not saying obviously Lamar and Jordan are different, but when voters get fatigued on a guy and vote the other way, to me, awards, whether that's all pro, whether that's MVP, defensive player of the year, whatever, are supposed to tell the story of the season. And if Lamar Jackson has 40 touchdowns and 4 interceptions, and he looks as good as anybody puts on the football field, A, it's a regular season award, but B, you can't just get too cute because you want to give an award to a guy. I wouldn't be surprised if voters just decide to give it to Josh Allen because they're bored with Lamar Jackson's greatness. That's whatever. I just vehemently disagree, and I don't think voters should look at that.
I can't sleep with this cough.
Sounds like you need to vaporize
I understand what you're saying. I still don't know if that makes Lamar the winner, but let me ask you kind of more generally on that. How much do you think winning should matter? Because if it's just a numbers game, you can make a strong argument for Joe Burrow.
Thank you,
so, how much should winning matter?
The vaporizing nighttime coughing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit like the Heisman, right? Where it's like your team has to be good enough, right? Like no one is going to win a Heisman on a 3-9 team, right? And so I think you just have to be good enough. If Joe Burrow doesn't make the playoffs, I think voters won't really entertain that idea. And I understand, listen, the Bengals, even being in playoff position right now with their defense and special teams, and I think people have really let the special teams off the hook because they've cost them a couple games as well. Everyone talks about the defense, but Joe Burrow has been failed by everybody around him. Heck, his head coach tried to fail him yesterday, and Joe Burrow was able to bail him out. The kicker tried to fail him yesterday. Joe Burrow was able to bail him out. So I think that he's kind of the people's MVP because we know how great he's been this year, and anybody who actually watched the games. But I do think there's an accepted standard that you at least have to be a playoff team, rightly or wrongly. I think, if I was doing the MVP award, it wouldn't be a quarterback every year. I mean, I think there's arguments to be made,
at the Source Fine
I had a lineman on my show last year who said the most valuable player in football for the past few years has been Jason Kelce.
Find a new way to winter in Niagara, Canada over 3 wonder-filled weekends in January. Uncover the excitement of Niagara Wine Country's Ice Wine Harvest, a celebration of our very own liquid gold. Be part of the A-list at the Cool As Ice Gala at the Niagara Parks Power Station. Get your chill on at Niagara on the Lake sparkling ice wine.
It's true. They can't push like they used to.
At your choice of 29 top Niagara wineries. Visit NiagaraWineFestival.com today for tickets and more.
So I was talking with Chief Guy a couple of months ago, and I said, hey, besides Mahomes, who's the Jenga piece where if you take it out, it doesn't work anymore? And he said Chris Jones. Because if Chris Jones is not on the field, and Spags can't do all his crazy blitzes, the defense has the ceiling lower, and the Mahomes can score more than 30 points. So to me, if I was able to open it up to the entire world, Chris Jones would be an MVP candidate. But we just don't have those conversations because we can't, because we just look at quarterback
over New England here at home last week.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it'd be a hard sell, I think, for most people in that situation. Let me make you Vikings GM right now. Let's say the Vikings make a run to the NFC Championship, lose to Detroit, but Sam Darnold Darnold looks incredible. Sam Darnold comes to the Vikings and says, listen, I want to stay. I have other suitors. I need $50 million over 2 years guaranteed.
Yes, you wanted to go after that.
If you want me to stay on this team. You've got J.J. McCarthy, who you drafted to be the next guy coming off a season-ending injury. How do you approach that situation if you're in charge of the Vikings?
If you win that first one, and then
I saw
who knows? Maybe
the
Kansas
tag
City
is
stumbles along the way.
$40 million.
You host a third playoff game here at Highmark as well.
I think that's
Bills
tag
have
and
been
trade, and you go to
the
J.J.
second
McCarthy.
seed in the playoffs
And
in 3 of the
there's a couple
previous
things
4
about this. Number one,
seasons. Josh Allen made
Kevin
some
O'Connell
interesting post-game comments last week, giving indication that they didn't roll out the full complement of what they're capable of play call-wise last week. Almost suggesting that they're keeping some stuff in the bag for the postseason. It's understandable, but knowing you need a win here today, you're expecting more of a full steam ahead approach.
I would expect that. I also think that
J.J. McCarthy can do a couple of things well. I thought J.J. McCarthy was going to start this year.
Emptying the
and I thought he was going to be really good. And then he gets hurt in the preseason, and everything kind of devolves from there. But I would go with McCarthy. He can pass over the middle of the field. He's quick. He's accurate. He does a lot of things well that Kevin O'Connell can be able to accentuate. I roll with him. I think that next year, J.J. McCarthy can give you a huge percentage of what Sam Darnold's giving them this year. And for cheaper, what do you do with J.J. McCarthy if you sign Sam Darnold to a 2-year extension?
Last week's game was the first in over 2 months.
I got some hot water earlier this year because I said, if you trade Darnold, you don't have a lot of drama. And Vikings fans got mad at me because they thought I was saying Sam Darnold was drama or whatever was going to be a diva. I didn't mean that. What I meant is, if you have a first-round pick on the bench, you're going to have some tension every single time. We just learned this with Michael Penix and Kirk Cousins. When there's a first-round pick, everybody says, it's a 2-year plan, 3-year plan. No, it's not. It's a 1-week plan. Because that's how first-round quarterbacks operate. The moment they throw in incompletion, the entire town, especially if there's not enough equity in the locker room, the entire town wants the first-round pick to start. So I think that I don't care. Sam Darnold's a great personality. He's a great locker room guy. J.J. McCarthy comes the same way. I don't really know him, but I just think it's easier to roll with one guy, and for me, that'd be J.J. McCarthy.
Matt Milano was working in with the starters.
Kevin Clark, host of This Is Football podcast, game day, right as soon as we are done here on ESPN Radio. Kevin, thank you very much for your time, and enjoy your day of maybe mediocre football this afternoon.
Unfortunately, down for
Hey, we're going to sell it. Me, Mike Tannenbaum, Justin Pugh, we're going to make it seem like it's a Super Bowl.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Thank you. Speaking of selling it, Byron, I have a live read to do here, and you say you've gotten good at this. Why don't you do it and see if you can sell it?
Quinnen Williams, Tony Adams, Devontae Adams. Everybody's
up, Sal.
They're good to go.
No, it's just a live read. I do every segment. You don't get music.
Well, they do music on the other shows when I read.
Over the last year or so as well.
Hey,
Rodgers sitting on
ESPN Plus
touchdown passes. He wants to get number 500.
Dude, you can't do that if I'm going to do it. Don't laugh if I'm going to do it.
They want to spoil the division rivals' chance to get the number 2 seed. So Sauce Gardner is playing. Devontae Adams is playing.
You cannot just say a normal A.
Whereas earlier in the week,
you can't ask me to read it and then do that to me, man.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, got sacked and stripped of the football.
ESPN Plus subscribers
against the Rams.
Get even more of the sports and teams you love. You can now stream 6 months of SiriusXM on us. More live games and sports.
All right, Sal, weather today in a word, wet, but it's not wet right now. What are we looking at in terms of rain on and off, and then wind here is a factor too to it?
All right, so it was really wet and rainy.
All at your fingertips.
We were doing the pregame broadcast.
Wherever you go.
It was coming down pretty
good. Score even more with ESPN Plus. Get 6 months of the SiriusXM app today.
There's no rain going on right now.
You just need an active ESPN Plus subscription.
But I think
all the
worst of it is
details
stopped. Let's
at
just hope it stays that way.
ESPNplus.com.
The wind is coming. It's starting to pick up. It's going to increasingly
eligibility and offer
more
details.
and more windy as this game goes on.
We
could even see gusts up to 30 miles per hour around the fourth quarter or so. You wonder how that impacts.
I'm sorry, I'm getting choked. ESPN Radio next.
All right, thanks very much.
ESPN Radio.
Kimberly A. Martin is here.
Why am I not on this radio? Like,
you literally are.
Your radio, your computer, your smart speaker, or on the ESPN app.
Colin versus Joe. We're aiming for good.
Colin versus Joe. We're everywhere you are. This is ESPN Radio.
Does that hold for players in terms of confidence?
The college football playoff has arrived. Georgia versus Notre Dame.
There's a different feel to the playoff.
Boise State versus Penn State.
The stakes get much higher.
Oregon versus Ohio State.
The intensity that gets ratcheted up.
Arizona State versus Texas. The college football playoff quarterfinals.
You can feel the electricity.
New Year's Eve and New Year's Day on ESPN Radio and on ESPN.
Home and away, but
the last Monday Night Football of 2024 is upon us. Jared Goff and the Lions are out for redemption as they head to San Francisco for an NFC Championship rematch.
Grab that on the bingo card. Touchdown Lions.
As Brock Purdy and the 49ers look to make a statement and take down Detroit once again.
He's gone. Touchdown 49ers.
Lions 49ers. Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and ABC.
From 1990
Amber and Ian.
Dan Lanning, head coach of the Ducks, here with us on ESPN Radio. Oregon is undefeated. They're number one, yet they get the winner of Ohio State, Tennessee. People are saying that that's a flaw in this system. How do you feel?
What an opportunity, man. We get a chance to go play some of the best teams in the nation, and it's not supposed to be easy to get to a national championship, but that's the furthest thing from my mind right now. Like, I'm focused on what's next for us.
Amber and Ian, weeknights at 7 Eastern on ESPN Radio.
Well, at times this year, the rush defense has been an issue.
It's bowl season on ESPN Radio. 25 bowl games, including the college football playoff and national championship game.
The electricity, the atmosphere.
This is why you do what you do. Bowl season continues tomorrow with the Trans-Perfect Music City Bowl. Coverage begins at 2 Eastern on ESPN Radio and ESPN.
It's the beauty of college football.
Lions game where they fell off from their level of
Central Division rivals clash on ESPN Hockey Night. Dallas.
Definitely a playoff team. There's no question about it.
And it stars.
Duchesne scores! Dodger kept it out! Jason Robertson!
Travel to the Windy City to face Connor Bedard and the Blackhawks.
He's the heartbeat of this team.
Bedard with a shot, he scores!
That's hockey. ESPN Hockey Night presented by Expedia. Stars Blackhawks at 8:30 Eastern tonight on ESPN.
For what's next? Get started.
Evan, Canty, and Michelle are unsportsmanlike.
Evan, aliens or not?
I'm not a big alien guy. I don't believe in aliens.
You think we're the only life force in the entire universe in its vastness?
No, it's not that. I don't know that they're here all of a sudden.
They're checking for us.
Yeah, I just love the idea of the aliens being like, let's see what New Jersey's up to.
Let's check in on door.
Unsportsmanlike. Weekday morning starting at 6 Eastern on ESPN Radio and on ESPN2.
And this time of rapidly changing healthcare needs, United Healthcare is helping you stay connected to people and services you depend on in many important ways. From virtual doctor visits to prescriptions delivered by mail to 24/7 one-on-one support. When you choose United Healthcare Advantage Plan, we'll help you get the care you need quickly and easily. To learn more, call United Healthcare today at 844-861-7310.
It is Countdown to Kickoff here on ESPN Radio, presented by Progressive Insurance. For a job you'll love, visit progressive.com/careers. It is time to pick all the games left
For a limited time,
in our NFL slate. Now, 6 have already occurred, so we only have 10 left in this for the end of this week. Now, 2 weeks ago, I had a 6-game lead, and it looked like the path to 6 straight championships in the Pick'em contest was headed towards continuing.
If you cross the border with a
Myron
conviction
has
on your
made
record,
up 3 games in the last 2 weeks. Now, granted, a week ago was because someone filled in for him and got one right, but this week he got 2 more. So it is now a 3-game lead. You are in
Eventually you'll get stopped.
with a chance here in the week before. You need a big. You cannot fall any further behind this week, or it's probably over. So, are you ready for a big week?
Yeah, I got to take gambles.
Fiegel Car and
You might have to take gambles. What's up first?
Or visit yourborderattorneys.com.
Take your pick.
You take your pick. It's time to take your pick.
Over 100 years.
Here we go.
Jets and Bills.
Heating and cooling.
Jets and Bills. You ready to take a gamble on your Aaron Rodgers Jets?
Multiple guarantees and warranties.
Man,
Reimer has been ready for New
I guess
York
I could
homeowners
kind of gamble here. I won't do it. I mean,
if your furnace or boiler leaks,
they got Josh
AC
Allen,
quits, drains
who's going for
clog, or power
MVP.
goes out, go with the Rhino. Get Reimer
I'll
on
pick the Bills. Even though, the Jets, you're watching maybe the last of Aaron Rodgers' last 2 games. I'll still go with Buffalo
with Pepsi Zero Sugar.
Yeah, I will. I'm going to take Buffalo as well. I thought you were going to pick the Jets. I was going to get very excited if this was your first gamble.
That can't be the gamble.
Aaron Rodgers has no chance on the road. Been cold. Old, sad Aaron Rodgers collapsing as a player is fun to watch. So I'm going to take the Bills to win at home. What's next?
Titans at Jaguars.
Now this is a toss-up. What do you got?
This is very, very interesting for the Titans and Jags, two teams that have obviously struggled in different ways. I mean, the Titans' pass defense has been pretty good. The quarterback situation has been questionable, but I am going to gamble here. I would pick the Jags if it was just about who I think is going to win. I got to go with the Titans here because I'm trying to pick up games. I'm picking the Titans.
Wow. So see, this is a meaningless game in the season, but it is a meaningful game in the Matt versus Myron because I'm going to take the Jags at home to get the victory. So we have our first departure.
You got to gamble.
He's got the Titans. I got the Jags. What's next?
How do players like Dion and others
Packers at Vikings?
Big game. A lot of people here in Minnesota are excited for this one. Green Bay's been one of the hottest teams in the league. Just played their best football down the stretch of the season. A lot of people excited about them. But I think the Vikings are a team that's still underrated. The schedule hasn't been great, but they've been dominant for a long stretch. I think that will continue today. And I think the Vikings win and exit this game with people saying that's a team that can not only maybe beat the Lions in the NFC Championship, they can probably handle the AFC team as well. They'll have a shot if they get to a Super Bowl.
The Vikings are going to win today, but the rest of your comment was nonsense. They're not winning.
As long as it's nonsense.
Any person who thinks the Vikings can win the Super Bowl but the Chiefs can't is on his NyQuil fix. But I will take the Vikings to win today at home against Green Bay. Who's next?
Raiders at Saints.
Man, it's another interesting game. You got a Raiders team that people knock them for winning. It's like, hey, you're trying to get one of these top picks. And a Saints team that's had their struggles as well. I got to gamble. I think the Saints will win. There aren't a lot of reasons for anyone to pick the Raiders, but I got to move up in the standings, so give me the Raiders to win.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, the Raiders are the favorite in this game. Are they?
I didn't realize that.
The Raiders are a 2-point favorite in this game. I'm going to...
Not funny, but
who's starting for the Saints? Do they have Rattler or are they playing that other guy?
It'll be Rattler.
It's Rattler. Give me the Saints at home. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Give me the Raiders. Raiders are a better team. Brock Bowers is going to break that record. I switch it. I can't bet on Spencer Rattler. I'll take the Raiders. Who's next?
I will say this.
Colts at Giants.
On the field before I was kind of a giant.
Colts at Giants. No Anthony Richardson, but will that even matter? Colts got to win to stay in the playoff hunt, and I think they'll approach this game that way. I think Brian Daboll's trying to spoil his chances, his team's chances of getting that top pick, but I'll pick the Colts here to win on the road.
Yeah, I got the Colts. Colts have something to play for, Giants don't. That's the difference. I'll take Indianapolis. What's next?
16-game regular season.
Dolphins at Browns.
32 points here, Eric, to set a new team mark.
The Dolphins got to win to stay in it. Cleveland is typically like a tough place to play.
No Tua.
I think the Bills can put on a show offensively today.
No Tua.
And I think they'll try to, whether that's to
again, I got to gamble somewhere. Where else do I pick up a win?
The MVP to gain some confidence.
I'll pick the Browns. I'm not going to pick them.
All right, good. I'll take the Dolphins. I needed you to pick the Browns there. I'll take the Dolphins. The Browns have put me down for a few weeks when I picked them and they haven't happened. Give me the Dolphins to get the win. Thank you very much for that one, Myron. What's next?
Cowboys at Eagles.
Time now for Eric's keys to
Cowboys at Eagles.
By the Western New York
What's Jalen Hurts' status?
He's
out. He's out, right? So
Bronco Sport.
Kenny Pickett.
You go to Kenny Pickett for the Eagles.
The Bills fell behind.
I think the team is good enough around him for them to still get the win. I'll pick the Eagles.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Eagles, but I love that Cowboys plus 7 half. I mean, come on, are you kidding me? Plus
Kenny Pickett? I would take
Pickett. I feel like the 7.5 is just asking you to take it, but I will take the Eagles to win the game. What's next?
Falcons at Commanders.
Falcons at Commanders. What do you got?
This year, They've got
Man,
to
Sunday Night Football.
right
The Bucs lose. The Falcons can clinch the NFC South. Michael Penix Jr., but he's going and playing a Washington team that is pretty much a lock for the playoffs. But Jaden Daniels trying to lock up Rookie of the Year. Give it the Falcons to go into Washington and get this win.
You're going to Falcons on the road.
I got to pick up a win somewhere, man.
Yeah, I'll take the Commanders. Another game where we're departing. There's a lot of chances you can make up 3 right there. We could be tied next week when it happens. I'll take the Commanders to win at home. What's next?
Lions at 49ers.
2020. Obviously, a big reason
just so you know, it's 11-2 versus 9-4. I'm 2 games
the last 5 years running.
No, you're 2 games back on the week, but you're 3 games back.
I realize
you got 2 last week, but I'm ahead 3 on the year.
What's this game again? 12 picks all year. What's this game again? My bad. What's this game?
Lions at 49ers.
Solidified title with 5 weeks to go
49ers
in the regular season
of a franchise right now. A lot of things they got to figure out for their future. Lions win. The Lions win and the Vikings lose. The Lions clinch the NFC North and the number 1 seed
in the division
in the playoffs. So it's a big game.
I will take the Lions as well. I think they're trying to finish the season, get the number 1 seed, but also get healthy. That's a delicate balance, but I think they'll get it done this week and get the Lions. All right, so I'm 3 games ahead for the year. Give us the 3 games we separated from, Nick, so we can follow.
I didn't write it down because I didn't hit the buttons, but you did Titans, Jaguars.
Titans, Jaguars. I have the Jags. You have the Titans. I had the Commanders.
Falcons, Commanders.
You had the Falcons.
Dolphins, Browns.
And I had the Dolphins, and you had the Browns. Those are the games that will decide if you even have a chance next week. We can go into next week tied, or I could go up 6, and you would be completely out. And
we got to gamble, though.
You do have to gamble because of your terrible picking to start the season. Byron, thank you very much. Thanks to our guests who kind of helped me get through our, that's just what you do. Sometimes you lift up your weaker teammates, and I was the weaker teammate today. So thank you all very much. And remember, ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. For a job you'll love, visit progressive.com/careers. Kevin Clark, Justin Pugh, Mike Tannenbaum. Sounds like the best boy band in America, and they are next here on Game Day on ESPN Radio.
Hey, it's Evan Cohen from Unsportsmanlike, and I just wanted to wish everyone a happy and healthy holiday and a happy new year. And a reminder to tune into Unsportsmanlike every weekday morning at 6 a.m. Eastern right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Success on 3 core principles: quality products,
every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. That's 2,000 children every single day. It's a heart-wrenching reality that we can no longer ignore. Find the Children is a non-profit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted vehicle, running or not. Call 1-800-294-0222. We guarantee that you will receive the maximum tax deduction. We provide fast, free pickup with 24-hour response. Call 1-800-294-0222. Find the Children provides crucial resources to help find missing children and educational materials to teach kids how to recognize and avoid predators. Our recovery programs have a proven track record of reuniting kids with their families. It's time to act. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Help us build a world where every child is safe. Pick up the phone and call 1-800-294-0222. Together, we can bring these kids home safely. This advertisement.
Northwest.com.
By the Barnes Firm. Injured? For help, call 1-800-8-million.
By Skyworks Equipment Rental. Building America from the ground up.
By Upstate Honda Dealers. For great deals on the entire Honda lineup, visit your Upstate Honda dealer today.
By Miller Lite. Tastes like Miller time, Bills fans.
And by Snapdragon Apples, the official apple of the Buffalo Bills.
Hey, Bills fans, phones weren't made to be broken, but life happens. So when you break your phone, Verizon in Buffalo's got you. Trade in any phone from one of their top brands in any condition, guaranteed, and get a great deal on one of their best 5G phones with unlimited ultimate. Switch now and save. Available at a Buffalo area Verizon store.
The following is a presentation of Odyssey Sports. For even more coverage of your team, download the free Odyssey app and listen to your favorite stations, shows, and podcasts.
Okay, so the 1 seed is out of the question. So what? We don't need no stinking 1 seed. But there are some questions to be answered today. Can the Bills keep winning to get the 2 seed? Can the Bills keep the injuries to a minimum going into the playoffs? And will this be the last time we see Aaron Rodgers in a Jets uniform at Highmark Stadium? Answers to those questions and more are coming up next. Buffalo Bills football is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com. Now, live from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, here's Sal Capaccio, Eric Wood, and your voice of the Buffalo Bills, Chris Brown.
Welcome back to Highmark Stadium. Chris Brown, Eric.
You're listening to an Odyssey station that is airing a National Football League game. Due to NFL restrictions, you are not in an area where the game is available. You're listening to an Odyssey station that is airing a National Football League game. Due to NFL restrictions, you are not in an area where the game is available. You're listening to an Odyssey station that is airing a National Football League game. Due to NFL restrictions, you are not in an area where the game is available. You're listening to an Odyssey station that is airing a National Football League game. Due to NFL restrictions, you are not in an area where the game is available. You're listening to an Odyssey station that is airing a National Football League game. Due to NFL restrictions, you are not in an area where the game is available.
Jets fans, want to make sure you're in your seat in time for kickoff? Sign up for Easy Pass today. With Easy Pass, there will be no more fumbling for money at the toll plazas or sitting in line at the cash lanes. More than 90% of drivers on the Jersey Turnpike and Garden State Parkway already use Easy Pass to pay their tolls. What are you waiting for? Sign up today by calling 888-AUTO-TOLL. That's 888-288-6865. Or just visit EasyPassNJ.com. And once you sign up, don't forget to download the official NJ Easy Pass app, the easiest way to manage your account.
Need some easy? We can't mow your grass, do your taxes, or take the kids to practice. But we can make getting the care you need a whole lot easier. With virtual doctor visits, 400 convenient care sites across New Jersey, and high-quality specialists who treat you as a person. We can't cure busy, but we are making healthy easier. Learn more at AtlanticHealth.org.
From the New Jersey Board of Public Utilities.
New Jersey homeowners, you could save hundreds of dollars. New Jersey business owners, you could save even more. Best of all, you can save the planet too. Hi, I'm Chloe, your guide to New Jersey's Clean Energy Program, letting you know about rebates on energy-efficient appliances, electric vehicles, and more. And incentives for commercial projects and energy assessments that can mean lots more green for your business. Let's light our way to a cleaner future. Visit njcleanenergy.com or call 1-866-NJ-SMART.
We are back in Buffalo. A reminder, the copyright of our broadcast is owned by New York Jets, LLC. All rights to this broadcast are reserved. And any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written permission from New York Jets, LLC.
Listen, go back to Week 6, the first meeting between these two teams. The Jets had an opportunity to gain a first-place tie with the Buffalo Bills. They entered that ball game 2-3, while the Bills were 3-2. Unfortunately for the Jets, they weren't able to close the door in the second half. Greg Zuerlein missed a pair of field goals. Braylon Allen's touchdown was taken off the board on a phantom holding call on Tyron Smith, and the Bills went away with a 23-20 victory. And then from their shoes, they went on to score 30 points in 8 consecutive games. Of course, Buffalo 12-3 right now, and the Jets unfortunately entering this ball game 4-11.
And that was kind of, Anthony, the story of the Jets season early on. Is EA's update from the field brought to you by Charles Tyrrett. They make it easy for men to dress well. There's been a lot of could-haves this year for the Jets, how they could have won so many games early on, how many one-score games they have been in
and come close. And the Bills, when they were playing for first place in the division, hard to believe at the time, right at the top of the list.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it comes down to execution. I think we've seen better execution from the offense and defense the last few games. But when you talk about early on and all the excitement, all the buzz, that's been the gray area for this football team. And ultimately now it becomes, and we talk about this the last couple of weeks, these are games that are important to a lot of players. Players that want to come back, players that want to re-sign, players that want to be part of what this is going to look like moving forward in the future. So, again, today it is a little gloomy, a little bit wet, but being that it's upper 50s, not a bad situation to come out here and play great ball.
Oh, at this time of the year, if you're in Buffalo, there's precipitation, and it's not snow, you're winning. As Thomas Morstead will kick off. Sails one down about 2 yards deep in the end zone, and Ty Johnson will take a knee. So here comes the Jets starting defense for the first time, presented by the New Jersey Lottery. And again, a lot of the question marks injury-wise for the Jets this week turn up on the plus side. Sauce Gardner, Quinnen Williams, they are out there. As Sauce Gardner lines up with DJ Reed at the two cornerback spots. And the Jets with their normal starting defensive line. Will McDonald, Javon Kinlaw, Quinnen Williams, and Michael Clemens up front. Jamie Sherwood has been a tackle machine in the middle alongside Quincy Williams, DJ Reed, Sauce Gardner are the corners. And Chuck Clark, Tony Adams are the safeties. 1st and 10 Bills at their own 30-yard line. Josh Allen, shotgun. James Cook to his right. Allen back to throw. Looking downfield, tucks it under, sidearms one, incomplete. Up the near hash marks. He was trying to squeeze one into a tight window to Dawson Knox. It's going to be 2nd down and 10.
And that's a lot what you see with Josh Allen. He's had a lot of success with tight windows, but sometimes it's on the cusp of the defense either getting their hands on the ball or it's an opportunity for them. And when you watch the film, like I mentioned in the pregame, it shows up. Can the Jets be the team that those little inches, those opportunities, when they arrive, they take advantage of them?
Again, Allen in the shotgun. Slot right, in motion from right to left goes Khalil Shakir. This time a handoff to Cook, running right, cuts it back to the left, and squeezes out 4 yards out to the 34-yard line. Quinnen Williams in on the stop for the Jets, and it's going to be 3rd down and 6 now for Buffalo. Ball on the right hash.
And, you know, this is what everybody wants to come in balanced offensively, running the ball, passing the ball. A little bit more heavy passing the ball for the Bills last week in a close football game. But James Cook, to me, is a guy that can make explosive plays. And they also, a former Jet, Ty Johnson, comes in. He can do some damage as well on 3rd down with his hands.
3 receivers spread left, tight right. Keon Coleman, the rookie. The Jets with a 4-man front. Shakir in motion. Back to throw Allen. 4-man rush. He's well protected. Finds a crosser to the near side right. It's Shakir. Shakes and bakes. Right sideline across the 45. And steps out of bounds on the Bills bench at the 47-yard line. Chuck Clark bumped him out, but easily picking up a Bills first down.
He's the most targeted receiver in this football team. He's a guy that, to me, is constantly moving around, and that's the difficulty when you cover him. For a guy that's only 6 foot, 190 pounds, he's very quick, and anytime you get crossing routes, you're either chasing or you better get down on the zone and tackle him because he's kind of a first down converting kind of receiver.
1st and 10 Buffalo, their own 47-yard line. Again, shotgun. Back to throw is Josh Allen. Looks left, looks right, flushed out of the pocket, running to his right, flips it right, and there's a flag down on the far side of the field. Making the catch and running right was Ray Davis.
The one thing that could not happen
by Chaz Surratt after a gain of 80.
And the extra point by Elliott is good.
On the tackle,
and the Cowboys trail
the football to the spot of the fumble. We have to check the penalty marker.
Defense number 22. 5-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
So all in, that's going to make it a 13-yard gain. And a Bills first down inside the Jet 40-yard line. Check that. They're going to move the ball back to the previous spot and give the Bills a first down. So it will go back to the Jets' 48-yard line, but Buffalo with a fresh set of downs.
And that pass rush we just saw, when you get leakage outside, that's where those problem areas come with Josh Allen. You got to force it, stay contained. Important for Clemens and McDonald and Reddick. These guys need to be very disciplined on the edge.
Former Jet Ty Johnson, the lone setback. Wide receiver to either side. Toss to the left. Ty Johnson breaks a tackle. Jamie Sherwood drags him down, but not before he picks up 7.5 yards. And now a flag thrown late as Will McDonald, there's punches being thrown, got bumped by Connor McGovern. He got tied up after the play was over
hands
with
to the
one
face,
of the other
defense.
players on the offensive line for Buffalo. And it looked like McGovern was the third man in, so to speak. That's when the flag came out.
Second in flags thrown, second in penalties assessed. We're off to a hot start here with the Blakeman crew. DJ Reed, the guilty party on that one. So that makes it 1st and 10. The 2nd and 17, or what would have been 3rd and 17, is erased. Allen in the shotgun, Cook to his left, now flips to his right. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Handoff to Cook, going over the left side to the 45 and into Jets territory to the 43. That'll make it 2nd and 3 after the gain of 7. Javon Kinlaw on the stop.
There was great push there on the left side of the offensive line. A great combination block by David Edwards and Connor McGovern, the center, and then Deion Dawkins, who's been having a remarkable season. He got great push at the left tackle spot.
Dawson Knox checks in for Kincaid on a 2nd and 3 here. Just underway, 12:15 and counting left in this first quarter. No score. Bills on the first possession here. Allen in the shotgun, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. And now Shakir in motion left to right. Cook to his right in the backfield. Going to get another handoff. Try to work his way up the middle. And a nice stop there by Quinnen Williams, who got him wrapped up first. He disengaged from Connor McGovern and got Cook on his way through the hole.
Bills will have a 3rd and 3 coming up here from the Jets' 43-yard line. This could be 4-down territory here if they don't get this. Likely out of field goal range here, but you're in positive territory. I'd expect this to be 4-down territory if they don't get it.
Ty Johnson into the game now to the right of Allen in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Johnson flared out in motion and now sits next to the left of Allen. Here's the snap. 5-man rush. Allen looking down the right sideline for Coleman over the shoulder. He's got it. Down to the 10 and fighting for extra yardage to the 5-yard line. It was tight coverage by Isaiah Oliver. It didn't matter. There is a flag on the play.
Offense number 79. 10-yard penalty, replay, 3rd down.
So the holding call is on Spencer Brown, and that'll wipe that play out. What a beautiful throw by Allen.
It was. Nice over-the-shoulder ball by Josh Allen and a great high-point catch by Keon Coleman, but this one's going to get wiped out as we're already up to 4 penalties in just less than 4 minutes into this game.
And probably not a great call. Will McDonald was in a one-on-one pass rush against Brown, and Brown just had him bent over at the waist. I don't know why they thought that was a hold there. In any event, it's a 3rd and 13 now with 11 minutes and counting left in this opening quarter. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, counting the tight end Kincaid. Allen, the shotgun, takes the snap. Back to pass. Has time, steps up in the pocket, over the middle to a wide-open Hollins at the 35 and lunging down to the 30-yard line. It's a 1st down and more for Buffalo. 24 yards. Michael Carter on the stop.
Josh Allen scrambled up in the pocket and did a great job keeping his eyes down the field to be able to find Hollins, who found a wide-open window in the Jets' zone defense.
Alec Anderson onto the field as the 6th offensive lineman, as it's 1st and 10 at the Jets' 30. I formation look here, and now Knox, who was the lead back, motions to the right side of the formation. Allen under center. Here comes Anderson in motion left to right. Handoff goes to Davis, spins out of a tackle, and falling forward to the 27-yard line for a gain of 3.
They put Alec Anderson in motion there and gave him a running start at the defensive end. Will McDonald, Ray Davis decided not to follow him and cut it back, and only able to pick up 3 on the play.
Quincy Williams made the tackle for the Jets for his 98th tackle on the season. Alec Anderson still hot on the sideline. They're trying to cool him down. James Cook back into the game to the left of Allen in the shotgun bunch formation on the right. Hollins in motion and now doubles back to the right side. Allen looking left, now over the middle. Time, pocket collapsing, fires and finds Mac Hollins in the middle of the field for another 1st down. It's a gain of 13 down to the 17-yard line as the Bills are in the Relax red zone. Relax, we got this.
Mac Hollins, the ultimate glue guy. Everyone in the locker room absolutely loves this guy. One of the most reliable players on the team.
Bills right back up on the ball quickly. Going to go tempo here. Allen in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Throws it out on the left side. It's a tight end screen to Kincaid. Spin move. And he's got another 1st down for a gain of 11 as he got away from DJ Reed for extra yardage. Brian
Vandermark in right now. I guess for Deion Dawkins.
Yeah, Dawkins getting checked on the sideline. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, we'll keep an eye on that. In the meantime, Alec Anderson back in. Him and Will Anderson have been going at it here. Will McDonald, excuse me. Then he's back in again. This is something to watch this game.
Looks like it might be an equipment issue for Dawkins. We'll wait and see. He looks like he's ready to return. Allen under center. Looks for a fade ball on the left side, intended for Coleman, but Sauce Gardner in coverage, able to knock it away for a pass breakup. It'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 7.
Yeah, Deion Dawkins, I believe, just had to get his shoe fixed. When you have your hands all taped up as an offensive lineman, it's impossible to retie your shoes out there. And so Deion Dawkins back in the game now at left tackle. Josh Allen was looking for a PI on the outside there by Sauce Gardner, but the officials let that one go.
So 2nd and goal from the 7 here with 8:20 left in the opening quarter, no score. Cook split out wide to the left by himself. Bunch formation on the right. Allen in the shotgun. Play clock down to 4. Here's the snap. Cook in motion to the right side. Back to pass. Has time. Steps up in the pocket. Fires. Out of bounds off the back of the end zone. Flags flying in the end zone. Looks like it's going to be PI on the linebacker Sherwood.
This would give the Bills a first down here, likely inside the 5-yard line. The Bills, number 2 in the NFL at scoring touchdowns in the red zone at 69% on the season.
We're coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next.
Pass interference, defense, number 1. Foul occurred in the end zone. The ball will be placed at the 1-yard line. First down.
So that one's on Gardner. Sherwood had a fistful of jersey on Cook as well in the end zone. They could have called it on either guy. So it's 1st and goal from the 1. And Alec Anderson into the game along with Knox and Kincaid. Heavy formation here. Allen in the shotgun. Cook split out wide to the left. Reggie Gilliam on the right side. Allen under center here. And now Gilliam in motion. Gets behind Allen. And it's the tush push over the left side. And Allen is in for the touchdown. And with that rushing touchdown, Josh Allen has tied Hall of Famer Thurman Thomas for the most rushing touchdowns in team history with 65.
Josh Allen is such a weapon down in the red zone. He's like a battering ram on those QB sneaks. Gilliam comes in, pushes them from behind. They go over to the left side of that offensive line. That was an easy score. And what a drive by the Bills. You accept, you win the coin toss, you take the ball in almost a 7-minute touchdown drive.
Bills are lined up for the Catholic Health extra point. Catholic Health, the right way to care. Here's the snap, hold down, kick by Bass is up, and it is good. So with 8:11 left, the Bills strike first with Josh Allen's 12th rushing touchdown of the season from a yard out. They lead 7-0. We got 8:11 left in the opening quarter. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Where'd you get those shoes? Easy. They're from DSW. Because DSW has the exact right shoes for whatever you're into right now. You know, like the sneakers that make office hours feel like happy hour. The boots that turn grocery aisles into runways. And all the styles that show off the many sides of you, from daydreamer to multitasker and everything in between. Because you do it all in really great shoes. Find a shoe for every you at your DSW store or DSW.com.
What if you could hear your favorite song for the first time again? Introducing the all-new, reimagined Nissan Kicks. With an available Bose Personal Plus sound system that uses speakers in the headrest to create a 360-degree listening experience. You've never heard anything like this. Reimagine your music and your drive. Experience the all-new, reimagined Nissan Kicks for yourself at NissanUSA.com today.
Available feature. Bose is a registered trademark of the Bose Corporation.
This holiday season, give the gift of clarity with Shade and Precision Eyewear. Superior protection, unmatched clarity. Because life's too short to compromise on quality. Visit SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and enter GIFT for 20% off the perfect present. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com.
Lowe's knows how to help you save time and money, no matter the job. That's why we can deliver supplies to your job site as soon as same day, so you have more time to get the job done. Because when you need it fast, we've got you covered. Lowe's knows pros. Valid on eligible in-stock orders and select zip codes placed by 2 p.m. for same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Fees vary based on purchase. More terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
Join SNL stars Dana Carvey and David Spade on their podcast, Fly on the Wall, for stories from behind the scenes at SNL and conversations with the biggest names in entertainment. Find Fly on the Wall on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Just the start you want when you take the ball to start the game. The Bills won the toss. They elected to receive. They go 12 plays, 70 yards, 6 minutes and 49 seconds on the Toyota drive time. And then it's Josh Allen punching it in himself from the 1 yard line, all driven by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. Guys, the wind is not picked up yet, but I think that's why the Bills did take the ball, because that wind is going to be coming a little bit later.
The Bills' first score of the game is brought to you by Salino Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. First in quality, first in service. Call 6-8-FLUSH first. Kickoff goes to the goal line, and Davis is going to take it out to the 20, 25, and is nailed. Cam Lewis got him low. Reggie Gilliam got him up high. Still, he gets out to the 28-yard line, where the Jets offense will come out and get started.
Many thought Aaron Rodgers might miss this game with an MCL injury, but he's going to get the start here. Thought we might see my former teammate Tyrod Taylor get the start for the Jets, but Aaron Rodgers gutting this one out.
Breece Hall going to be the lone setback here. Garrett Wilson out to the left. Devontae Adams on the right. Two tight end set as Conklin comes in motion, then retreats in the backfield in an I formation look. And now we've got the official. There's a football on the field, an extra football, and the ref is not happy about it.
It came in from the Jets sideline. Oh, ball boy not doing his job over there.
Yeah, he's getting the riot act from. I've never seen an official so animated. All right, we'll have a do-over here. Two tight end set. I formation here assumed by the tight end, but Rodgers comes back to pass. Throws it out in the right flat, complete to Breece Hall on a running back screen, and he's going to get 9, maybe 10 yards. He's right at the first down marker, tripped up by Taron Johnson. And it looks like it's going to be a first down here for the Jets. This should move the sticks.
Breece Hall, one of the best receiving running backs in the NFL. The Jets go to him on the first play of the game, testing this Bills defense on the perimeter.
Jets had a lot of success with swing passes last week against the Rams. Looks like they're going to go early into that bag here. Motion from the tight end, Conklin. He goes over to the left side. Rodgers under center. Hall in the backfield. Receiver to each side again. Play clock down to 6. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Hall. Over the left side, wrapped up immediately by A.J. Epinesa, who's able to disengage and make the tackle. Only 2 yards on the carry by Hall.
Matt Milano getting the start after missing last week with the groin injury. We see Dorian Williams on the sideline right now. I'd expect to see some base defense from the Bills here today with all 3 of those linebackers on the field, with as much 12 personnel as the Jets run, with multiple tight ends out there.
Adams to the right, and Lazard out to the left with Wilson in the left slot. Rodgers in the shotgun here on 2nd and 7. And now Lazard coming tighter to the formation on the left. Blitz call by the Bills, and they're getting pressure. They got Rodgers under heat, and he's got to get rid of the football. There's also a flag on the near side. Might be against Taron Johnson. We'll have to see what the officials say.
That was a late flag, and Aaron Rodgers is scrambling to the other side of the field. It looks like this one's going to go against
contact.
the Bills.
Defense number 31. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So the penalty on Rasul Douglas, who returns to the starting lineup at corner. And getting pressure on Rodgers was Bernard on the blitz that forced the incompletion, but it's an automatic first down after the penalty on Douglas.
When these teams faced in New York, there was 22 accepted penalties in that game. We're already up to 6 here.
Yeah, the fourth quarter got hijacked, if I remember right, in that game by the officials. Let's hope that does not happen again. 6:39 left in the first quarter. Rodgers takes the shotgun snap, dumps it off underneath to Conklin, the tight end. They tried to set up a tight end screen, and there's another flag late after the tackle and a gain of 6.
Yeah, on the screen, it looks like this one's going to be a legal man down the field. That was a forward pass on the screen, so the offensive lineman can't be past 1 yard down the field, and it looks like the side judge was able to spot that one.
So we'll wait for the officials to sort it out and hear from Clete Blakeman.
There is no foul for an illegal man downfield in the play. It was a legal play. It was on the play, brings up second down.
All right, so they picked the flag up, and it was a gain of 6. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 4. They're going to officially make it 2nd and 5. Clock starts again as we're up under 6.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Bills up 7-0. Jets now with a 2nd and 5 here. 2 receivers right. Wilson by himself on the left. Rodgers under center. Play clock early in the down. Handoff and a pitch goes to Breece Hall on the right side. He's got the first down and more as there was good blocking downfield. Gets about 7 on the carry. Matt Milano on the tackle, but not before a first down is gained by the Jets, and we've got more extracurricular activity after the whistle.
These teams do not like each other. They've made it known in the media. We saw it the last time with how chippy it was, and this game starts off about like we thought it would, with a lot of extracurriculars after most snaps.
Braylon Allen checking into the game, the rookie out of Wisconsin, and plays a Hall for this 1st and 10 from the Bills' 43 as the Jets are now into Buffalo territory. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end motion from Yeboah, comes over to the left side and now moves back to the right. Here's the snap, handoff to Allen up the middle, tripped up first by Milano, then by Bernard, who finished him off. Only got about 4 on the carry, down to the 40.
Matt Milano shot the gap. It looked like this one might be a tackle for loss, but he's able to avoid him, and then Terrell Bernard in the middle of the defense able to get him down for just a gain of 4.
Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next as we're up under 5 minutes in this first quarter. Bills up 7-0, but the Jets driving. 2nd and 6 at the Bills' 39. Rodgers in the shotgun, Allen to his right, 2 receivers right, Wilson by himself on the left. Here's the snap, high snap, but he hands it off to Allen, coming through a hole on the left side, gets tripped up, but he's right at the first down marker. It looks like this will move the sticks as he got tripped up by Cole Bishop, but got down to the 33-yard line, and that's going to be enough for a first down.
The Bills defense had 6 guys up at the line of scrimmage, both linebackers lined up in the A-gaps on either side of the center, Joe Tippmann, but they were able to find a crease there after Aaron Rodgers checked the play.
Breece Hall backed into the game to the left of Rodgers in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Quick snap, back to pass, has an open receiver. It's Wilson, wrapped up by Douglas, but he's near the first down marker. Looks like it's a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and inches.
This is a defense that had an extremely slow start last week against New England when the Bills fell down 14-0, and the Jets able to put together a drive here down to the Bills' 24-yard line.
2 tight ends set here for the Jets. Rodgers going to go under center. 2 receivers to the right. One of them is the tight end Rucker, who now moves tighter to the formation. Hall the lone setback. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Hall. Some penetration. Retraces his steps. Comes around the left side. And he's got the corner and more. Down to the 5-yard line. But there is a flag on the play. Probably coming back on holding.
Yeah, I think this one is going to come back here.
Holding. Offense. Number 76. 10-yard penalty. Replay 2nd down.
It's the left guard, John Simpson, called for holding. And it's a good thing that happened. It looked like Breece Hall found it very easy to reverse his field and get the corner. Holding would help explain that.
Yeah, Taylor Rapp was the edge defender on the Bills' right side, but he got his feet tripped up, and so he was on the ground, and so the Bills had no defense on the perimeter there.
Simpson dragged Milano down, and that was what the holding call was for. Isaiah Davis, the rookie running back, checks into the game. He's going to split out wide to the right. It's a 3-wide look on the right side, 2 on the left in an empty set. Play clock down to 5. Rodgers in the shotgun, takes the snap, dumps it down underneath to Conklin, the tight end, and he's right at the first down marker. This should be enough to move the sticks. Gain of 11 on the play. Matt Milano on the tackle.
Aaron Rodgers identified off coverage there, so as the Bills retreated in their zone defense at the second level, he dumps it down to Conklin, and he gets 10 yards on the play, so we got 3rd down coming up for this Jets offense, and this is their first 3rd down of the game.
Yeah, it's actually going to be 3rd and about 1. They marked him down at the 24-yard line, when it appeared he got to the 23. Play clock getting down quickly here. It's at 5 as the Jets broke the huddle late. Rodgers under center, fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right, looking for an open receiver, and he short-armed it. It's incomplete. It was intended for Kenny Yeboah, the tight end, but Rodgers came up short on the throw, threw it at his feet, and with Yeboah running away from him, couldn't come up with the football. Decision time here for the Jets, and with nothing to lose in a 4-11 season, Jeff Ulbrich, the interim head coach, going to keep the offense on the field.
Yeah, the Jets didn't punt last week, even going for fourth downs in their own territory, so fully expected them to go for it here. Aaron Rodgers was hot after that play. I believe he wanted the receiver to sit down, and instead he short-armed it at his feet.
Braylon Allen in to the left of Rodgers in the shotgun here on 4th and 1. Handoff goes to Allen, tries to bull his way forward. It's going to be close. Greg Rousseau was there first. They think they've got him stopped. It's going to come down to a spot. The Jets were 2 for 5 on 4th down and go for it situations last week. So 3 failed 4th down conversions. What do they say here? It is no good. A turnover on downs as the Bills defense stands tall on 4th and 1. Today's Buffalo Bills radio broadcast proudly presented by Northtown Kia, Western New York's #1 Kia dealer. Shop at northtownkia.com. 7-0 Buffalo, and they've got the football on the turnover on downs. This is Buffalo Bills football.
What if you could hear your favorite song for the first time again? Introducing the all-new, reimagined Nissan Kicks. With an available Bose Personal Plus sound system that uses speakers in the headrest to create a 360-degree listening experience. You've never heard anything like this. Reimagine your music and your drive. Experience the all-new, reimagined Nissan Kicks for yourself at nissanusa.com today.
Available feature. Bose is a registered trademark of the Bose Corporation.
This holiday season, give the gift of clarity with Shade and Precision Eyewear. Superior protection, unmatched clarity. Because life's too short to compromise on quality. Visit SeeBetterPlayBetter.com and enter GIFT for 20% off the perfect present. That's SeeBetterPlayBetter.com.
Lowe's knows how to help you save time and money, no matter the job. That's why we can deliver supplies to your job site as soon as same day, so you have more time to get the job done. Because when you need it fast, we've got you covered. Lowe's knows pros. Valid on eligible in-stock orders and select zip codes placed by 2 p.m. for same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Fees vary based on purchase. More terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
Hey friends, I'm Sharon McMahon, host of Here's Where It Gets Interesting, where you'll learn about American history, current events, and so much more. Follow and listen to me on Here's Where It Gets Interesting on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This holiday at T-Mobile, I'm joined by a special co-anchor.
What up, everybody? It's your boy, Big Snoop Deal Double G.
Snoop, let's talk about T-Mobile.
Okay, cool.
This holiday, get 4 lines for $25 a line, plus 4 iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence and the all-new camera control on us.
Let's get cracking, like a breakfast egg.
You can use those eggs to make some eggnog, Snoop.
Respect.
And people do love T-Mobile, where you can save on every plan versus the other big guys when you switch.
You know, y'all can take some of those savings and buy some Snoop merchandise.
Always a great stocking stuffer, Snoop.
We up out of here.
Hold your horses, Snoop D-O-double-G. Let's remind people one more time.
Head to T-Mobile.com and get 4 iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us, plus 4 lines for $25. Now drop that joke.
With 24 monthly bill credits for eligible trade-ins and 4 new lines with autopay. Well qualified customers plus taxes and fees and $35 per line connection charge. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue remaining bill credits or credit stop and balance on required finance agreement is due $999.99. Credits end if you pay off device early. See how you can save on wireless and streaming versus the other big guys at T-Mobile.com/switch. Apple Intelligence requires iOS 18.1 or later.
WGR.
Back at Highmark Stadium, and the Bills have the football after the defense gets a 4th down stop on the Jets. Greg Rousseau was first in there on penetration, so the offense takes over at the Buffalo 24 here with 2:12 left in the first quarter, up 7-0. Reggie Gilliam into the game, along with James Cook. They're both going to line up in the backfield. Allen under center with a receiver to each side. Play clock down to 8. Here's the snap. Pitch to the right side to Cook. Coming around the edge, but good pursuit by the Jets, whose flow to the football was quick. And making the tackle was Quincy Williams. Let's go down to the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, the Bills deny Aaron Rodgers, Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers, a chance for his 500th touchdown pass in that drive by stopping them on 4th down. Rodgers sitting at 499 coming into this game. He'd love to get it, and the Bills would love to keep him out of the end zone, and they did just that on that last possession. Sideline Reports brought to you by Richmond Vona, personal injury attorneys. When the unexpected happens, expect Richmond Vona.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth, Northwest Bank for what's next. Allen in the shotgun here on 2nd and 12 after the loss of 2 by Cook. Takes the snap, back to pass, looking to his right, now to the middle, steps up in the pocket, rolls to his left. He's going to take off and run to the 30 and is caught from behind and wrestled out of bounds there by Sherwood, the linebacker, but not before a gain of 9. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2 here. Actually, a gain of 10.
That was big-time closing speed by Sherwood, number 44 for the Jets. It looked like Josh Allen was going to be able to get that first down with his legs, but Sherwood, who's got great speed at the linebacker position, able to track him down. The Bills were 2 for 2 on their first drive on 3rd down.
And Josh alertly put the ball in his left hand as Sherwood went for the strip as well. Allen in the shotgun here, bunch formation on the right, and now Shakir in motion right to left. Here's the snap, back to pass, 4-man rush, looking left, has a wide open receiver underneath. It's Ty Johnson, who's got a first down and more, as he's going to get all the way out to the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 9 on the play. Sauce Gardner on the tackle.
Ty Johnson has carved out an incredible niche as this 3rd down back for the Bills. So reliable in the pass game. He's great in pass protection, and Josh Allen finds him.
70 is reporting eligible, 70.
Finds him right as he releases out of the backfield there to extend this Bills drive. And looks like the Bills are going to have to snap one more time before the end of the first quarter.
Well, actually,
the
game clock's a second ahead of the play clock, so they can let it run out if they want.
Yep, and that's what they're going to do.
And it looks like they will do just that. So, as the clock reads 0-0 for the first quarter, it's time to make the switch to the second quarter. Brought to you by Northwest Bank, helping you reach your goals with real-life solutions and advice. Go to northwest.com, Northwest Bank, for what's next. 7-0 Buffalo. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
What if you could hear your favorite song for the first time again? Introducing the all-new, reimagined Nissan Kicks. With an available Bose Personal Plus sound system that uses speakers in the headrest to create a 360-degree listening experience. You've never heard anything like this. Reimagine your music and your drive. Experience the all-new, reimagined Nissan Kicks for yourself at nissanusa.com today.
Available feature. Bose is a registered trademark of the Bose Corporation.
This holiday season, give the gift of clarity with Shade and Precision Eyewear. Superior protection, unmatched clarity. Because life's too short to compromise on quality. Visit seebetterplaybetter.com and enter GIFT for 20% off the perfect present. That's seebetterplaybetter.com.
Lowe's knows how to help you save time and money, no matter the job. That's why we can deliver supplies to your job site as soon as same day, so you have more time to get the job done. Because when you need it fast, we've got you covered. Lowe's knows pros. Valid on eligible in-stock orders and select zip codes placed by 2 p.m. for same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Fees vary based on purchase. More terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
Hey, I'm Rhett. And I'm Link. This is a little trailer for our podcast, Ear Biscuits, where 2 lifelong friends talk about life for a long time.
And nothing is off limits.
Follow and listen to Ear Biscuits.
Now for free on the Odyssey app and everywhere you get your podcasts.
You're listening to the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Other games happening right now in the NFL. The Jags lead the Titans 3-0. Same score, Raiders over the New Orleans Saints. Giants have an early 7-3 lead over the Indianapolis Colts. Tie game between the Cowboys and the Eagles 7-7. And the Buccaneers lead the Panthers 10-7. That's your NFL scoreboard, delivered to you by the UPS Store. Be unstoppable.
Reggie Gilliam, James Cook into the backfield. Gilliam to the left of Allen. It's a pistol look with Cook behind him. Here's the snap. Fakes the pitch. Comes back to the left side. Complete to Dawson Knox, who is running underneath across the formation. He's out to the 45 for a gain of 4. And Chuck Clark, the safety, on the tackle.
Bills were setting up a swing pass to Cook on the right-hand side with Gilliam out in front of him. Josh sees Dawson Knox coming across the formation from the other side with a step on the defender and decides to go to Knox.
Ray Davis, Ty Johnson check in. Davis in the backfield. Johnson split out wide to the right. A receiver out to the left. Alec Anderson into the game. Allen under center, takes the snap, back to pass. Looking left, Now pressure coming, has to roll out to his right, flags fly. It's probably going to be offensive holding. Allen tucks and runs, slides in Jets territory at the 44, but it's probably coming back. Alec Anderson in pain and down on the field.
Holding. Offense number 22. 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
So the holding penalty will bring the run by Allen back. And the medical staff and the athletic training staff onto the field to tend to Alec Anderson.
Alec Anderson's in a lot of pain down there on the field. It looks like they're looking at his lower left leg.
Injured, call the Barnes firm. Our hometown attorneys want to help you get the best result possible. Call 1-800-8-MILLION. It could be the best call you make. We'll take this injury time out with 14-13 left in the half. This is Buffalo Bills football.
How do you spot the all-new Nissan Rogue Rock Creek? Here's a hint. It's got all-terrain tires, a tubular roof rack you can't miss, and it's tough inside and out with lava red detailing. You'll also find it in its natural habitat, climbing mountains, attacking rugged trails, and never backing down from any adventure. The first ever Nissan Rogue Rock Creek.
Intelligent all-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Always secure cargo. Heavy loading of the vehicle with cargo, especially on the roof, will affect the handling and stability of the vehicle.
Hey friends, I'm Sharon McMahon, host of Here's Where It Gets Interesting, where you'll learn about American history, current events, and so much more. Follow and listen to me on Here's Where It Gets Interesting on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
David Bellavia here. The cold weather has arrived, and there's nothing worse than feeling a chill in your home. If your heating system isn't keeping you comfortable, it's time to call the experts at TRS Heating and Air Conditioning. TRS will recommend a high-efficiency Rheem furnace system, and they offer many financing options. If you have an existing furnace, it's time to schedule a $99 health and safety checkup on your equipment. Go to TRSHeatingandAirConditioning.com for more details. TRS Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Excellence, powering tomorrow, comforting today.
This holiday at T-Mobile, I'm joined by a special co-anchor.
What up, everybody? It's your boy, Big Snoop Double G.
Snoop, let's talk about T-Mobile.
Okay, cool.
This holiday, get 4 lines for $25 a line, plus 4 iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence and the all-new camera control on us.
Let's get cracking, like a breakfast egg.
You can use those eggs to make some eggnog, Snoop.
Respect.
And people do love T-Mobile, where you can save on every plan versus the other big guys when you switch.
You know, y'all can take some of those savings and buy some Snoop merchandise.
Always a great stocking stuffer, Snoop.
We up out of here.
Hold your horses, Snoop Double G. Let's remind people one more time.
Head to T-Mobile.com and get 4 iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence on us, plus 4 lines for $25. Now drop that J.
With 24 monthly bill credits for eligible trade-ins and 4 new lines without our pay. Well qualified customers with taxes and fees and $35 per line connection charge. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue remaining bill credits or credit stop and balance on required finance agreement is due $999.99. Credits end if you pay off device early. See how you can save on wireless and streaming versus the other big guys at T-Mobile.com/switch. Apple Intelligence requires iOS 18.1 or later.
WGR.
Bills offensive lineman Alec Anderson is right in front of me. He's sitting on a table. He's getting his left foot rewrapped here. A couple of trainers talking to him, patting him on the back, so hopefully he's good to go, guys. We'll give you official word when we have one.
Injury reports brought to you by the Barnes firm. Injured for help, call 1-800-8-MILLION. 2nd and 16 for the Bills here. Allen in the shotgun, back to pass. Blitz coming, gets rid of the football, but got hit at the line and falls short of the intended target, Keon Coleman. I couldn't tell if Josh's arm got hit or the ball was tipped, but either way, the pass was errant, incomplete, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 16.
Yeah, the Jets brought pressure on the play. Oliver, the safety, the nickel for the Jets, able to come free on the outside and just able to affect this throw. Looked like he was going to be able to hit Shakir over the middle there if he didn't hit his arm.
Yeah. So Oliver got a piece of Allen's arm, and that brings up 3rd and 16. Allen in the shotgun, and a hard count. Gets everybody jumping. It's up to the refs to decide who moved first. They're going to have a caucus to discuss it.
Allen used the hard count and got both the guys on the right side of his offensive line to jump off sides, unfortunately.
Start. Offense numbers 10 and 64. It's a 5-yard penalty, so 3rd down.
So that's going to make it 3rd and 21. As the Bills are going in reverse here after the turnover on downs that the defense forced.
That's now 9 penalties in this game already. 5 enforced on the Bills, 4 enforced on the Jets.
We're coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Two receivers to the left. Shakir in motion to the right side. Ty Johnson to the left of Allen in the shotgun here on 3rd and 21. Late motion from Hollins left to right. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Fires underneath to Shakir and slips out of one tackle. Gets dropped by Quincy Williams at the 39. And that'll bring up 4th and 12. And the punt team is on here for Buffalo.
Yeah, 3rd and 21. Josh Allen just checks it down to Shakir. They get 9 on the play and don't risk a turnover on the play.
Xavier Gipson deep to return for the Jets as Sam Martin is on to punt this one away, standing at his own 25. We should mention Gibson muffed a punt late in the game last week against the Rams and cost the Jets a chance to climb back into the game. Here's the snap. Aussie-style punt with the point down for Martin. End over end. Fielded at the 14. Gets away from an initial tackler. Through a hole and out to the 26-yard line where he is dropped by Reed Ferguson, the long snapper. Late flag comes in on the far side of the field. There are no Bills on that side of the field. I have to believe this is against the Jets.
Yeah, and this should be on the return, which would be enforced from the end of the return. So this should back them up inside their own 20.
Clete Blakeman over there with his assistant. We'll see what the call is. Gibson got as far as the 26-yard line on the return. Flag came in way after the play and not really near any players.
Having a long discussion about this one.
And the crowd has grown impatient as well, as this game has been bogged down by flags here early. We have 9 assessed penalties so far, and here comes number 10.
There is no foul legal on the play. Play stance is called. First down.
All right, maybe not.
Timeout.
So we'll take a timeout as well here with 13:05 left in the half. Bills up 7-0. Jets with the football. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
What if you could hear your favorite song for the first time again? Introducing the all-new, reimagined Nissan Kicks. With an available Bose Personal Plus sound system that uses speakers in the headrest to create a 360-degree listening experience. You've never heard anything like this. Reimagine your music and your drive. Experience the all-new, reimagined Nissan Kicks for yourself at nissanusa.com today.
Available feature. Bose is a registered trademark of the Bose Corporation.
Hey, I'm Rhett. And I'm Link. This is a little trailer for our podcast, Ear Biscuits, where two lifelong friends talk about life for a long time.
And nothing is off limits.
Follow and listen to Ear Biscuits.
Now for free on the Odyssey app and everywhere you get your podcasts.
Dear football fans, Toyota's roster of all-star vehicles are ready for kickoff. Drive the field in style with a Camry or Corolla. Upgrade your ground game with the versatile RAV4. Or there's Grand Highlander and Tundra, our full-size Defenders. And here's an extra point. All these vehicles come with available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Visit Toyota.com or head to your local Toyota dealership. Toyota, let's go places.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Catholic Health. Catholic Health, the right way to care.
By Losi and Ganji, workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys, working hard for hard-working Western New Yorkers.
By Great Lakes Building Systems, our business is protecting your business.
By Dunn Tire, official tire dealer of the Buffalo Bills.
And by the Barnes Firm. Injured? For help, call 1-800-8-million.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
As the Bills return to defense, so does Taron Johnson for the 100th time in his NFL career, guys. 100 games in a Buffalo Bills uniform today for number 7, an all-pro and still playing at the top of his game. Sideline Reports brought to you by Richmond Bona, personal injury attorneys. When the unexpected happens, expect Richmond Bona.
Taron's had an incredible career for the Bills after being drafted in the 4th round of that 2018 draft.
Yeah, same draft class as Josh Allen. Breece Hall into the game, lone setback. Rodgers under center. Motion from the tight end right to left. Here's the snap. Fakes the pitch. Goes back to the right side. Complete to Wilson. Setting up a receiver screen. But a great job and a great tackle there by Rasul Douglas. He slipped the block by Morgan Moses and made the tackle.
That's a really heads-up play by Rasul Douglas, who returns to the lineup after being out last week and missing multiple games with an injury.
Only a gain of 4 on the play. It could have been a lot more. 2nd and 6 for the Jets. 2 tight ends set here. As a tight end will go to each side. Devontae Adams on the left. Wilson on the right. Hall the lone setback. Rodgers under center here. 7 on the play clock. Down to 5. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Hall. Going to try to bounce it out to the left side. Through a hole. 40, 45, and tripped up at the 48-yard line. Cole Bishop knocked him out of bounds. It's a first down for the Jets. That's that breakaway speed from Breece Hall, who ran a 4.39 at the combine when he was coming out.
You give him a crease and he'll make you pay, showing off that speed on the play. Breece Hall up to 40 yards on 4 carries in this game.
The center, Tippmann, got out in front and had a nice downfield block at the second level. So it's 1st and 10 for the Jets at their own 48 here with 11:45 and counting. Jets break the huddle late again. Play clock down to 5. Rodgers under center. Adams in motion right to left. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Throws down to the right side. Complete to Adams at the Bills' 45. Tries to spin out of a tackle from Benford and gets just enough yardage to be right at the first down marker. They're going to mark him a half yard short. Tackle by Dwayne Carter as Benford had him wrapped up low.
There's been some concerns about this Bills defense after these last few weeks, and they're off to a slow start. They got the great 4th down stop on the first drive, but this Jets offense has been able to march up and down the field on this Bills defense through 2 drives.
Another 2 tight ends set for the Jets. 2 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left, and now Ruckert, the tight end, moves tighter to the formation on the right side. Hall the lone setback. Play clock down to 4. Here's the snap. Pitch play to the right. Brings the tight end over, and he's met by Terrell Bernard and Greg Rousseau. He's right at the first down marker. It's going to come down to the spot to see if that was enough to move the sticks on 2nd and 1.
We got an injured Jet down on the field.
It's Morgan Moses, the right tackle, I believe.
Yeah, he was out in space there, and Matt Milano went low on the outside, and Moses went over the top of him and led to the injury.
Moses was limited a little bit in practice this week, but we'll take a timeout here for the injury with 10:33 left in the half. 7-0 Bills. This is Buffalo Bills football.
How do you spot the all-new Nissan Rogue Rock Creek? Here's a hint. It's got all-terrain tires, a tubular roof rack you can't miss, and it's tough inside and out with lava red detailing. You'll also find it in its natural habitat, climbing mountains, attacking rugged trails, and never backing down from any adventure. The first ever Nissan Rogue Rock Creek.
Intelligent all-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Always secure cargo. Heavy loading of the vehicle with cargo, especially on the roof, will affect the handling and stability of the vehicle.
Hey y'all, it's Chip Patterson from the Cover 3 Podcast, part of the CBS Sports Podcast Network. College football is about to enter its first ever 12-team playoff era, so join me, along with Tom Fornelli, Danny Cannell, and Bud Elliott, as we drop new episodes 5 times a week to close out the year. We've got reactions, bracket breakdowns, and best bets for these matchups with championship stakes. Follow and listen to the Cover 3 Podcast on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Aaron Bruning back for Snyder Industries right here in Tonawanda. What makes our machine shop stand out? It's the commitment to manufacture big parts and take care of our employees big time. Why stay with a shop that keeps offering you just enough? Let us make you the big offer you're looking for and get paid for being the machinist you've become through years of commitment. Make the big move and call 707-GEAR. That's 707-GEAR. Or visit us at SnyderCNC.com to apply today.
Don't let cold season make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution for nasal congestion, Navage. Navage uses gentle suction to flush out your sinuses with refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier all winter long. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at select warehouse clubs in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better fast. Check out Navage at your local retailer today. Navage, Navage, breathe easy.
WGR.
Jets tackle Morgan Moses walked off the field with trainers. In the meantime, guys, I'm told that Alec Anderson, Bills tackle, extra offensive lineman, is cleared to return. Even though he got that left ankle injury, he could go back in.
Injury reports are brought to you by the Barnes Firm. Injured for help, call 1-800-8-million. Chris Brown, Eric Wood with you, coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. 2 tight ends set here as that last play did go for a first down. So Moses in the injury tent and Carter Warren in at right tackle for the Jets here. Isaiah Davis, the lone setback. Rodgers under center, fakes the handoff, play action. Back to pass, has time. Over the middle to a wide open Wilson. 35, 20, and out of bounds at the 14-yard line. It's a big pass play for the Jets. Cole Bishop forces him out of bounds. As they mark him out of bounds at the 15, it's a 27-yard pass play.
After the play action, nobody was able to get anywhere close to Aaron Rodgers, and 2 Bills defenders ran into each other at the second level, which allowed Wilson to come wide open on the play.
Yeah, Terrell Bernard ran into Rasul Douglas, who was in coverage, and picked him off. That's why Wilson was so open. 3 tight ends set here for the Jets. Rodgers under center. And Bills countering with base defense. Dorian Williams into the game. Breece Hall runs it right up the gut. And the surge gets him down to the 12-yard line. So it'll be a gain of 3 on the play. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Sports Radio 550 WGR Buffalo and WKSE HD2 Niagara Falls, Buffalo, 98.5 FM.
An Odyssey sports station.
9 minutes left in the half and counting. 2nd and 8 here for the Jets after the 2-yard carry by Hall. Isaiah Davis into the game, but he's going to split out wide to the right. Here's the snap to Rodgers in the shotgun. Tipped at the line and intercepted by Big Phil. Jordan Phillips intercepted the football, the biggest man on the field, with the INT. It's Buffalo ball. Are you kidding me? Austin Johnson has 2 interceptions. Now another defensive tackle with the 3rd interception by a defensive tackle for the Bills this season.
And Rousseau batted that ball up in the air and able to get that ball to Phillips.
We have to take a break with 8:47 left in the half. Bills with the football. This is Buffalo Bills football.
Hey, it's Mark Schlereth of the Stinky Truth Podcast. The NFL season is in full swing, and I'll be here to break down all the action like no one else can. Follow and listen to the Stinky Truth Podcast on your free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
How do you spot the all-new Nissan Rogue Rock Creek? Here's a hint. It's got all-terrain tires, a tubular roof rack you can't miss, and it's tough inside and out with lava red detailing. You'll also find it in its natural habitat, climbing mountains, attacking rugged trails, and never backing down from any adventure. The first ever Nissan Rogue Rock Creek.
Intelligent all-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Always secure cargo. Heavy loading of the vehicle with cargo, especially on the roof, will affect the handling and stability of the vehicle.
If you're looking for the best of both worlds, step into the all-new Ford F-150 Hybrid. From powerful capability with more than 11,000 pounds of towing muscle to available Pro Power onboard that turns your truck into a mobile generator. The Ford F-150 Hybrid gives you the best in performance and sustainability. Head to your local Ford dealer today or visit buyfordnow.com for special offers on the F-150 Hybrid.
Not sure how much you know about Progressive Insurance. You may know us for insuring your home and auto. You may know a couple of our commercials. But what you may not know is that since 2013, Progressive has been honoring veterans with vehicle donations through the annual Keys to Progress Veteran Vehicle Giveaway Program, giving back to those who gave so much. Now, you probably didn't wake up today saying, I really wish I knew more about Progressive Insurance, but this seemed like the type of thing people wouldn't mind hearing about. Find out more about how we're dedicated to our customers and communities at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide.
based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
WGR.
Back at Highmark Stadium, Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. As the Bills have the football after the second career interception by Jordan Phillips. His other came back in 2016 as a member of the Dolphins. Buffalo ball at their own 17. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Hollins in motion right to left. Handoff goes to Cook, looks to bounce it outside, and gets caught up in the trash by Will McDonald. But they're going to mark his forward progress out to the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5. This Buffalo Bills radio broadcast brought to you in part by Reimer Home Services. For your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs, get Reimer on the horn. Call 716-908-6828 or visit reimer.com today.
It's a really smart play on the interception. Greg Rousseau realized that Aaron Rodgers is going to get to the quick game, understanding he's not going to be able to get to him in time for a sack or hit on the quarterback, so he gets his hands up in the passing lane to cause the interception.
3 receivers set, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Cook in the backfield to the left of Allen, the shotgun. He's going to get the handoff. Dawkins behind him. He's got the first down and more as he's out to the 31-yard line for a gain of 8.
Really nice push by the offensive line there. Up front, the big boys getting it done there to get Cook to the second level of the defense. James Cook last week ran for 100 yards, back-to-back games rushing for over 100.
Eric Watts on the tackle for the Jets. Bill's going to stay in this 3-receiver look. 2 to the left. That's Coleman and Hollins. Shakir by himself on the right. Cook to the left of Allen in the shotgun. Play clock down to 6. Handoff goes to Cook. Penetration, he avoids it. Through a hole like a shot. And he's out to the 39-yard line for another gain of 8. Boy, he avoided disaster in the backfield, Eric, and then took off.
Yeah, there was quick penetration on the play. James Cook avoids it, and he just runs with such great tempo, being able to mix up how quick he hits the line of scrimmage.
Bill's back up on the ball. It's another handoff to Cook, coming over the left side, working around McGovern, and he's got a first down out to the 41 for a gain of 2.
Bill's really leaning into the run game on the third drive here. 4 runs to James Cook to start this one off, and they're going to give him a deserved break here and bring Ray Davis in and back.
So Davis in with 6:45 and counting left in the half. Bills up 7-0 and on the march here with the ground game. So Davis will line up to the right of Allen in the shotgun. Coleman and Hollins out wide to the right. Shakir on the left. Shakir now in motion left to right. Here's the snap. Takes the handoff. Receiver screen to Shakir on the right flat. Blockers in front and fights his way to the sideline. And they're going to mark him out just shy of the 46 on the Bills' half of the field. It's a gain of 4. Isaiah Oliver forced him out of bounds.
Shakir's third catch of the game on 4 targets. Josh just swings it out to him in the flat there, and he's able to make a guy miss to pick up 4 on the play.
So 2nd and 6 here with 6 minutes left and counting in the half. Bills up 7-0. 3 receivers set here. Amari Cooper into the game on the right side. 3 to the left, counting the tight end Knox. And now motion from Shakir. Back to pass, out in the right flat to Davis. Looking to go with a stutter step to shake the defender and spins his way out to midfield. So it's a gain of 4 out to the midfield line. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2 here. Quincy Williams on the tackle.
Bills offense has been efficient today when they haven't hurt themselves with penalties. And so Bills have a 3rd and 2 coming up here. The Bills are 3 for 4 on the day on 3rd down.
2 tight ends set here, or a 3 tight end set actually, as Quentin Morris is into the game as well. Kincaid and Knox in a bunch formation on the left with Coleman. Morris on the right. Play clock down to 5. Here's the snap. Back to pass, pressure coming. Dumps it down to Coleman, who's got the first down and just races to the sideline in Jets territory, out of bounds at the 45. Reddick forced him over the sideline.
The Jets drop to Son Reddick. Their defensive end into coverage. Josh Allen identifies that, sees Keon Coleman in that area, and able to find him for another 3rd down conversion.
Alec Anderson into the game as the 6th offensive lineman for a jumbo look here from the Bills on 1st and 10 from the Jets' 45. Coming up on 4.5 minutes and counting left in the half. Bills up 7-0 and on the march. Allen going under center here. Cook the lone setback. Receiver to each side. Allen's on the left, Coleman on the right. Pitch play to the left. Cook looking for a hole, not much there, and falls forward to the 44 for a gain of 1. Javon Kinlaw, the defensive tackle, made the stop.
Josh Allen pitched that ball and ended up going down to the turf. I think Quinnen Williams, who penetrated quickly on the play, rides up the back of Josh's legs. That wasn't pretty back there.
He is up on his feet, seems to be okay. Ty Johnson checking into the game here on 2nd and 9. 3:50 and counting left in the half. Bills up 7-0. 2nd and 9 from the Jets 44. 2 receivers to the right. Coleman by himself on the left. Johnson to the left of Allen in the shotgun, takes the snap. Penetration coming, and Josh throws a shovel pass, and it's incomplete. Intended for Shakir, as Josh lost his footing. Penetration from Hassan Reddick. There is a flag on the play.
This one might be illegal, men down the field. They tried to set up a screen, and Josh Allen didn't like the look. He lost his footing on the play, and he ends up burning it at Shakir's feet. But I believe on the timing of the screen, the Bills' offensive line was likely down the field.
We'll see what Clete Blakeman has to say as the officials discuss.
Ineligible man downfield, offense number 76. That penalty's declined, brings up 3rd down from the previous spot.
So with the play not gaining any yardage, interim head coach Jeff Ulbrich decides to decline the penalty. So that'll make it 3rd and 9 here.
Bills are at the Jets' 44-yard line. This could potentially be 4-down territory here. The Bills are downwind, though, as the flags are blowing away from the tunnel end of the stadium.
Allen in the shotgun. Ty Johnson to his right in the backfield. Bunch formation on the right. Cooper by himself on the left. Play clock down to 7. Allen making a check. Play clock down to 4. Here's the snap. Blitz coming. Allen tries to get away from it and does. Looks to make a throw, avoiding another defender. Watts fires down the sideline, and is it caught? No, it's incomplete. Coleman had a look at it, but it was at his shoe tops, and he is upset he could not come up with it. So it's 4th and 9 now, and the punting unit will come out for Buffalo.
The Jets brought a blitz, and the Bills did not pick it up. Isaiah Oliver, the nickel, comes scot-free off the edge. Josh Allen able to make him miss in the pocket, but ends up having to just take a heave down the field on a full sprint towards the Jets sideline.
Gibson standing at his own 10-yard line, ready to return for Buffalo. Martin takes the snap. Aussie-style punt. It's going to be end over end. Looking for that backspin. It bounces at the 4, and knocking it out of bounds and downing it at the 5 is Cam Lewis. Great job by the Bills punt unit as they pin the Jets deep in their own territory at their own 5-yard line with 3:16 left to go in the half. Bills up 7-0.
Great punt coverage there. We're going to call that the perfect coverage of the game, and it's brought to you by United Healthcare Medicare Advantage. Visit uhcmedicarebuffalo.com to learn more.
Let's go down to the sidelines here to Sal as we assess things here with 3:16 left.
Yeah, guys, and I'll tell you, whoever ordered the sunshine, thank you, because it's coming out here. We have a break in the clouds. I'm looking back across behind where you guys are, where your radio booth is, are behind the Bills sideline, that side of the stadium, and the clouds are breaking up. I've looked at the radar, and it looks like the rain has pretty much stayed north. There are a few pockets maybe we're going to get throughout the game, but I don't think it's really going to come that much. So that's the good news. The bad news is the wind has really started to pick up here, and I think that punt was because the wind kind of knocked it down and pushed it towards us. So the wind is kind of pushing it towards the Bills' sideline right now. You're right, Eric. It was downwind for the Bills as they're going in, but it is starting to swirl, and we're getting some pretty big gusts now.
All right, so we'll have to keep an eye on that, see how it might affect the passing game and the kicking game. As the Bills have a long field to defend here, 95 yards to be exact. And you know the Bills, Eric, want to get off the field here quickly defensively, because if you can, you get one more possession for your offense before the half, knowing they're not getting it to start the second half.
Yeah, absolutely. Sean McDermott generally always defers that kickoff, or that decision on the coin toss, but decides today to take the football. His offense rewards him with a touchdown on that first drive, almost a 7-minute drive, but the Bills unable to put up any points on their last 2 drives. And so now the Jets are going to take over at their own 5 here. And you're right, both teams with still 3 timeouts left. The Bills could have an opportunity to put up some points here if they are able to get a quick stop.
We're coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Officially a 39-yard punt for Martin. No return after it was down by Lewis at the 5. And good to see special teams playing a role here and being effective in this game.
The special teams have been an issue for the Bills as of late, but they've done a nice job so far in this one. Really nice punt there, and then by Sam Martin, and then their kickoff coverage has been good as well.
So Aaron Rodgers and the Jets offense will try to see if they can put a drive together and get some points on the board before the half is out. It's a 2 tight end set here from the Jets. Braylon Allen, the rookie running back out of Wisconsin, is into the game. He'll be the lone setback here.
Yeah, the Bills have given up some yards on those first 2 drives of the Jets, but playing opportunistic defense, forcing the turnover on downs on the first drive, and then Greg Rousseau getting his hand in the passing lane, tipping that ball up in the air, and Jordan Phillips coming down for the interception.
The end zone crazies behind Aaron Rodgers in this offense, trying to make life difficult for communication for that New York attack. Rodgers under center, Allen the lone setback, and there is movement up front by the Jets. Give the Bills fans an assist on that one. It's a false start.
False start. Offense number 83. Half the distance to the goal line. So first down.
And that'll only redouble their efforts here after it goes half the distance to the 2.5.
It's so tough when you're backed up. It feels like the crowd's right on top of you, and any communication at the line of scrimmage becomes really difficult.
So it's now 1st and 12 here with 3:16 left in the half. A receiver to each side on this 2 tight end set. Allen the lone setback, Rodgers under center. Hands it off, and he's met right at the goal line, and he fortunately lunges forward. DeJuan Smoot got him first. Terrell Bernard on the run blitz.
There was penetration on the play, and that's a nice job by Allen to not get a safety on the play. It's going to back up the Jets now to their 2-yard line.
2nd and 13 here with 2:52 and counting. Breece Hall into the game now. And he's going to be to the left of Rodgers in the shotgun, standing 3 yards deep in his end zone. Now flips to the right side. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Rodgers back to pass. Blitz coming, and he's dropped for a safety. A.J. Epinesa beat the doors off Carter Warren, the backup left tackle, and dropped him for the safety.
This is great scheme by Bobby Babbage. He puts both the linebackers up in the A-gaps and puts the offensive line in a compromising position where he can't get out to Epinesa. Jets fooled on that as the Bills bailed on the blitz there. Rodgers had nowhere to go with the football. It just has to eat it for the safety.
And it was actually Max Mitchell, the left tackle, that he beat. Warren was in for him earlier. Now comes in for the right tackle, Morgan Moses. He was on the right side of the formation. Either way, it's 2 points on the board for Buffalo as they now lead 9-0 with 2:31 left and a free kick coming here. Going back to the Bills, down to the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, how about a safety Toyota drive time for you? 2 plays for the Jets offense. Went backwards 5 yards into the end zone, the blue paint. That's where A.J. Epinesa takes down Aaron Rodgers for 2 points for the Buffalo Bills, driven to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. And now the Bills will get that ball back here with a chance for their offense to go back down the field. And the Jets, of course, have to kick it off and punt it from their own 20-yard line here.
And we should expect the Bills defense to continue to be aggressive, Eric, because the Jets at left tackle are on their 3rd left tackle. It was Tyron Smith. He's on IR. And then Olu Fashanu, the rookie first-round pick, just went on IR this week. 3rd-string left tackle, 2nd-string right tackle.
Yeah, if you could build a lead here and really tee off on Aaron Rodgers, that offensive line is going to be in for a long day.
So now a free kick by the Jets back to the Bills. Ty Johnson takes it at the 16, cuts it back at the 30, gets out to the 35, and now tripped up and driven back to the 32-yard line where the offense will come out. Isaiah Davis on the tackle for the Jets. So 2:24 left here, Eric, and all 3 timeouts for Buffalo's offense.
Yeah, plenty of time. You're likely going to be in a no-huddle type offense here, but you don't have to be in a super rush here with so much time still left on the clock. You have the 2-minute warning still, so plenty of time for this Bills offense to operate.
That was the first career safety for A.J. Epinesa, who gets the sack in the end zone on Rodgers. Allen in the offense out here. 3 receivers to the left, counting the tight end Kincaid, 1 to the right. Handoff to Cook through a hole and out to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 8 as he has been breaking them off in chunks. Good job by the offensive line here today in the run game, Eric.
Yes, absolutely. There's been great push up front. James Cook up to 44 yards here in the first half, and the Bills are going to let this one go all the way down to the 2-minute warning.
So as we reach the 2-minute warning, we tell you to stay tuned for the ECMC halftime show. ECMC, go where the Bills go. It's the 2-minute warning on the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Football fans, do you want to hear the whole unadulterated truth about where your team stands?
It's the most embarrassing film I have ever watched in my entire life.
Former NFL lineman Mark Schlereth gives his perspective on the top storylines and games on a weekly basis on the Stinkin' Truth Podcast.
You may get out of here with 2 sacks and a tackle for loss, but you're getting out with a bloody nose.
New episodes drop every Monday and Thursday.
It's going to be a street fight.
Make sure to subscribe on the Odyssey app or wherever you find your podcasts.
How do you spot the all-new Nissan Rogue Rock Creek? Here's a hint. It's got all-terrain tires, a tubular roof rack you can't miss, and it's tough inside and out with lava red detailing. You'll also find it in its natural habitat, climbing mountains, attacking rugged trails, and never backing down from any adventure. The first ever Nissan Rogue Rock Creek.
Intelligent all-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Always secure cargo. Heavy loading of the vehicle with cargo, especially on the roof, will affect the handling and stability of the vehicle.
Hey, this is Sal Capaccio. There's a tire center within all Northtown stores that sells thousands and thousands of tires every year. Northtown's End Tire Center. How does Northtown's End Tire sell thousands of tires every year? From Goodyear to Firestone to Hankook to Mastercraft? They offer a price match guarantee, free rotations for life, and free nitrogen top-off. That's what you want from your complete tire center. That's Northtown's End Tire. Start shopping at northtownauto.com. Northtown Automotive, the official dealership of the Buffalo Bills.
Hi, I'm Lou Nucciarino. Does all this market noise leave you questioning your financial future? The economic landscape leaves many questions unanswered. Let us help you find the path that works for your financial future rather than leaving it to chance. Call us today at 716-626-2507. Let us help you simplify your world so you no longer have to listen to the noise.
Securities offered through Equitable Advisors, LLC. Member FINRA SIPC. Insurance and annuity products offered through Equitable Network, LLC. Equitable Advisors. Thinking about today and planning for tomorrow.
You're listening to the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Well, the Giants are now up in the Colts 21-6. The Colts need to win these final 2 games, and they have a chance to sneak in and be that 7th seed to possibly come to Buffalo in Super Wildcard Weekend. Buccaneers, they're trying for the NFC South. They lead the Carolina Panthers 20-7. That's your NFL scoreboard, delivered to you by the UPS Store. Be unstoppable.
Ty Johnson to the right of Josh Allen in the shotgun here on 2nd and 2 here at the 2-minute warning. Bills up 9-0. 2 on the left, 1 on the right. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Ty Johnson through a hole. Pursuit from the backside. Catches up to him as Michael Clemens makes the tackle at the 45, but it's more than enough for a first down as the clock will run here. Bill's going to try to go into the hurry-up. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Knocks off the right side as well. Johnson to the right of Allen. The shotgun. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Looking right. Fires. Open receiver there is Cooper, who's got a first down and more, but this one might be coming back on offensive pass interference. Jets sideline indicating that Cooper pushed off.
Yeah, Braden Nichols fell onto his backside right in front of the official.
Interference, offense number 18. The 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay first down.
We're coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth, Northwest Bank, for what's next. So that'll back up the Bills to their own 35 after the 10-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 20.
It wasn't a huge push-off, but when Echols went down to the ground, you see some extension from Amari Cooper. That's an easy call for the officials.
So Allen's going to go in the shotgun here. Ty Johnson to his left. 2 receivers on the left side, 1 on the right. 1:31 left here. Shakir in motion and now comes back to the left side. Blitz coming. Allen has time, though. Fires over the middle. Complete to Cooper at midfield. And he's out to the Jets' 48-yard line, so into New York territory as the calls of Coop go up from the crowd. It's a gain of 17. So that'll bring up 2nd and 3 here. Bills back up on the ball. 1:08 left and counting. Handoff goes to Ty Johnson. Some penetration. He gets away from it. Going to come up a yard shy of the first down marker after a gain of 2. It'll bring up 3rd and 1. Timeout here by the Bills.
Buffalo takes its first time out of the half. 30-second timeout.
This team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health, the official healthcare provider of the Buffalo Bills.
On 3rd and 1 here with the timeout, you're likely getting 2 play calls in the huddle. One play to get this first down and then get right back up on the football with that second call. Wouldn't be surprised to see the Bills keep this one on the ground here.
Yeah, because at the very least, the clock runs. And if you decide to punt it back to the Jets, less time for them to work with, although they may call timeout immediately if they think they're getting the ball back. So here we go with 1:02 left. Bills up 9-0. Looking to convert this and keep their current drive rolling. Reggie Gilliam into the game. And now Allen going to go under center. And this might be a sneak over the left side. Lowers his head, gets the push, and he's got the first down as they mark him down at the 44 with 55 seconds and counting. Bills still have 2 timeouts. They're going to get up on the ball quickly here. Some substitutions happening. Knox comes out. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Allen in the shotgun with 40 seconds left. Back to pass, flag flies. Throws it over the right sideline out of bounds. And there's another flag here late in the pocket. So we'll have to see if there are offsetting penalties. 2 different flags.
Mac Hollins on the Bills sideline, towards the area of the Bills sideline, pointing that this one would be on the Jets. Josh Allen was also hit late on the play. So we'll see how this shakes out.
There are 2 fouls against the defense of the play. Offside defense number 99. That penalty's in decline. Personal foul defense number 95. Unnecessary roughness. 15-yard penalty, first down.
So Will McDonald's penalty for offsides is declined. Quinnen Williams' unnecessary roughness is accepted because it's going to go for 15 yards. And actually looking on the replay, Williams came around the right side late. And it looked like Will McDonald got more of Allen than Quinnen Williams did.
Yeah, they combined to both hit him at the end of the play. They both took about 2 steps after that ball had been released. These officials calling this game tight.
35 seconds left in the half, and the Bills now with a first down at the Jets' 29. Ty Johnson to the right of Allen in the shotgun. Motion right to left from Shakir. Allen back to pass, pressure coming, tripped up as he throws, but it's complete to Shakir. No, it bounced off the turf. It's incomplete. He had it initially. It was batted out of his hands. Allen got tripped up as somebody got a grab of his shoe top. I think it was Jamie and Sherwood who broke up the pass to Shakir.
Rare drop there by Shakir. Will McDonald with his arms wrapped around Josh Allen's legs, and as he's going down to his back, he lets that ball go and able to put an accurate ball to Shakir, who's unable to come up with the catch.
So 2nd and 10 with 29 seconds left. Allen in the shotgun, 2 to the right, 2 to the left, counting Kincaid, the tight end. And now Shakir in motion right to left. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Has to flee the pocket again. He's wrapped up. Tries the shovel pass out to Kincaid. They're going to say incomplete. No intentional grounding as it did not make it back to the original line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass. Brings up 3rd down.
Good pressure coming off the edge here from Will McDonald a couple of times now.
Yeah, he beat Deion Dawkins on the play. Deion's been so great in pass protection all season long. But Will McDonald, who's having a nice year.
10 sacks on the season.
Yeah, in his 2nd year out of Iowa State. Double-digit sack season, like you said.
Tops in the AFC in sacks and pressures. He's got 59 quarterback pressures on the season. 3rd and 10, play clock down to 2. Allen takes the snap. Pressure coming again. Allen fires over the middle. It's complete to Coleman at the 21-yard line. It's going to bring up a 4th and 2 with 14 seconds left. 12 seconds, 11. Clock still going here. And the Bills just going to take a timeout and kick a field goal. I think that might be what they do here. Play clock down to 2, and the Bills call timeout. And
Buffalo takes its
field
second
goal
timeout.
unit will come out here for Buffalo. This team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health. Health lives here. They called a quick timeout there, Eric. You're tempted to maybe go for it on 4th and 2, but McDermott's just going to take a field goal attempt here at the end of the half.
Yeah, and you wouldn't have any timeouts left, so John's going to elect to go for this will be a 39-yard attempt by Tyler Bass. The wind is, like Sal mentioned earlier, kind of spiraling right now.
This field goal attempt brought to you by Univera Healthcare, right here for Western New York teams on and off the field. This will be a 39-yard attempt from the left hash for Tyler Bass. And now the Jets, have they called timeout?
Timeout of the half.
Yes.
30 seconds.
So the Jets are going to try to ice Tyler Bass here. This team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health. Oshai Children's Hospital helps get kids back to being kids.
Give this Jets defense some credit. They've been able to slow down this Bills offense for a lot of this first half after that opening drive, making life tough on Josh Allen in the pocket back there, really creating some pressure on him.
So out of the timeout, Bass lines himself up again for this 39-yard attempt. Here's the snap, hold is down, kick on the way, and it is good. So at the gun, at the half, the Bills have a 12-0 lead after the 39-yard field goal by Tyler Bass. The Jets will receive to start the second half as the Bills took the opening kickoff and the opening possession of the game. Let's go down to the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, it took all 2 minutes and 31 seconds that the Bills got the ball with to go down the field and kick a field goal after 9 plays and 47 yards. That's your Toyota Drive Time. Driven to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills, and that puts the Bills up 12-0 at halftime.
Stay tuned for the Skyworks stats of the game presented by Skyworks Equipment Rental, building America from the ground up. Visit SkyworksLLC.com. 12-0 Buffalo here at the break. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
I'm Anna Garcia with True Crime News, the podcast. Every week, True Crime News covers breaking crime stories and the fight for justice. Listen to and follow True Crime News, the podcast on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
How do you spot the all-new Nissan Rogue Rock Creek? Here's a hint. It's got all-terrain tires, a tubular roof rack you can't miss, and it's tough inside and out with lava red detailing. You'll also find it in its natural habitat, climbing mountains, attacking rugged trails, and never backing down from any adventure. The first ever Nissan Rogue Rock Creek.
Intelligent all-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Always secure cargo. Heavy loading of the vehicle with cargo, especially on the roof, will affect the handling and stability of the vehicle.
Hi, this is David Bellavia. If you're a veteran that's been denied disability benefits, there's a law firm that fights for the veterans who fought for us. It's Hiller time.
I'm Tim Hiller at Hiller Comerford Injury and Disability Law. Don't take no for an answer from the VA. We'll fight every step of the way to get you the benefits you deserve.
Get a free consultation when you call 866-HILLER-LAW online at hillercomerford.com. 6000 North Bailey Avenue, Amherst, New York, 14226.
At Northwest Bank, we're here for what's next. The next place to fill with love and laughter, with more mortgage options for first-time buyers. The next backyard patio party host, thanks to lines of credit with competitive rates. Even the next thing to check off your to-do list, with home equity loans that let you refinance high-interest debt. Our home lending solutions can help make your dream home a reality. Northwest Bank, for what's next. Visit northwest.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Welcome back to Buffalo Bills Radio Network as it is halftime here in Orchard Park, New York, and we are in the Amherst Studios for the ECMC halftime show. Go where the Bills go. Derek Kramer here in the Amherst Studios. 12-0 Bills on the Jets after the first half. We now go back down to Highmark Stadium and Sal Capaccio on the sidelines. Sal, a little bit of injury concerns there. Alec Anderson got banged up, but he did end up returning to that game. Any other injury news to learn about so far?
Everything looks pretty clean on the Bills' side, so hopefully that stays that way in the second half.
All right, Sal, the defense looks like it's a bend but don't break game from them. They have allowed 0 points. They've gotten a couple turnovers and even scored some of their own.
Yeah, listen, I'm thinking I don't really love the way the defense played, but am I being greedy? Because you got a goose egg on the scoreboard up there, Derek, right? Like, they've been bend but don't break. You're right. They buckled down when they've had to, including a 4th down stop and then interception in the red zone. So they've done what they've had to do, but they still have to be better overall at stopping 1st and 2nd down, force some more 3rd downs. The Jets haven't had many of them.
Josh Allen, he has the only touchdown in this game. Last real chance, I would say, if they win this game, Sal, last real chance for Josh Allen to make his MVP case. How do you think he's looked so far?
Look, I think Josh has played a really efficient game. Unfortunately, a couple of balls that were dropped in him, one by Keon Coleman way down the field would have really put his numbers up there, helped out. And then Khalil Shakir with an untimely and uncharacteristic drop on that final drive. But I think Josh has played an efficient game. I think the offense has been pretty good. Not great, but they've done the things they've had to do to stay on schedule for the most part. 12-0 here. Of course, 2 points coming from the defense.
Sal, we'll see what happens here in the second half.
All right, thanks a lot.
Yeah, that's Sal Capaccio down on the sideline at Highmark Stadium. Again, it is 12-0. The Bills having the lead at halftime over the New York Jets. A win clinches the 2 seed for Buffalo. We'll come right back. We'll get the Skyworks stats of the game as well as highlights of where we got this score so far. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Okay, so that's with bacon, cheese, lettuce, tomato, grilled onions, ketchup, and hold the pickles.
You know what you like. You wouldn't order your burger just any way. Why should your sports talk be any different? With Chapters on the free Odyssey app, you can choose the topics that matter to you most. Whether it's reactions, matchup previews, injury updates, or team news, quickly find what you really care about. Your football talk, your way. Download the free Odyssey app and start listening today.
I'm Ross Salino. Choose a law firm carefully. If 6 different firms handled your case, it would likely result in 6 different outcomes. That's just how it works. The compensation you receive really depends on the lawyer you hire and the reputation of the firm. Quite simply, the best lawyers typically get the best results. So choose wisely. Choose Salino. It may be the most important decision you ever make.
Car crash? Call Salino. Delaware Avenue, Buffalo.
Right here for the big plays and the big wins. Right here for the longest passes and the toughest runs. For the highlights, the cheers, and all the hey, hey's. At Univera Healthcare, we know what it takes to be here for Western New York teams, both on and off the field. Because our home, our hearts, and our focus are always right here. And not to mention, our favorite team is too. Learn more and explore plans at theuniveradifference.com.
Business owners, you have a lot on your mind. Leave your building security to the experts. Call Great Lakes Building Systems at 892 Lake for a comprehensive fire and security assessment.
I'm John Woyden, president of Great Lakes Building Systems, where our business is protecting your business. We install and service complex fire, security, and video monitoring systems. If it keeps you safe, it's Great Lakes.
Call Great Lakes Building Systems at 892 Lake or go to glbs-inc.com.
We keep an eye on your business so you don't have to. Protecting your business is our business.
You're listening to the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Welcome back to the ECMC halftime show here on the Buffalo Bills Radio Network. It is Bills 12, Jets 0 through 2 quarters of play so far. How did we get here? Well, there's a couple of big plays. First of all, Josh Allen opening the scoring in this one on the very first drive with a good old tush-push.
Allen under center here. Now Gilliam in motion. Gets behind Allen. And it's the tush-push over the left side. And Allen is in for the touchdown.
That made it 7-0, but the Bills defense decided they wanted to have some fun of their own in the second quarter here as Jordan Phillips finds his way to a ball batted by Greg Rousseau in the red zone.
Here's the snap to Rodgers in the shotgun. Tipped at the line and intercepted by Big Phil. Jordan Phillips intercepted the football, the biggest man on the field, with the INT.
Phillips getting that interception there, but the Bills defense wasn't done creating havoc. A.J. Epinesa clearing the left tackle of the Jets, and the defense scores points of their own.
Rodgers back to pass. Blitz coming, and he's dropped for a safety. A.J. Epinesa beat the doors off Carter Warren, the backup left tackle, and dropped him for the safety.
That 2 points then got the Bills the football back, where a Tyler Bass field goal ended the half and got us to the score we're at right now of 12-0. Right now, it's time for the Skyworks stats of the game, brought to you by Skyworks Equipment Rental, building America from the ground up. So far, Josh Allen in this one, efficient so far and solid. 12 of 19, 116 yards passing. He does have 3 carries, 13 yards, and 1 touchdown on the day. Matt Collins leading the way with 33 yards receiving on 2 catches. James Cook, 10 carries, 44 yards so far for the Bills today. Around the league, as we're looking at scores that could be affecting the playoff picture, the Colts are looking in dire straits right now. The Giants leading 21-13 on Indianapolis. Scores from around the league delivered by the UPS stores of Western New York. Be unstoppable. It's 12-0. Bills on the Jets so far. What does the second half bring? We'll find out. Coming up next, this is Buffalo Bills football.
How do you spot the all-new Nissan Rogue Rock Creek? Here's a hint. It's got all-terrain tires, a tubular roof rack you can't miss, and it's tough inside and out with lava red detailing. You'll also find it in its natural habitat, climbing mountains, attacking rugged trails, and never backing down from any adventure. The first ever Nissan Rogue Rock Creek.
Intelligent all-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Always secure cargo. Heavy loading of the vehicle with cargo, especially on the roof, will affect the handling and stability of the vehicle.
Join Dana Carvey and David Spade on their podcast for stories from behind the scenes at SNL. Find Fly on the Wall on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Don't let cold season make you miserable. Try the quick, drug-free solution for nasal congestion, Navage. Navage uses gentle suction to flush out your sinuses with refreshing saline, helping you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier all winter long. And here's even better news. Navage is now available at select warehouse clubs in a great new value pack. It's everything you need to start breathing better fast. Check out Navage at your local retailer today. Navage, Navage, breathe easy.
Why pay more for prescriptions? Stop overpaying and start saving with SingleCare. It's easy. Find your prescription on singlecare.com, show the coupon at the pharmacy, and start saving. SingleCare works at pharmacies nationwide and is completely free to use, whether you have insurance or not. So the next time you fill a prescription, check SingleCare to make sure you're getting the best price. Take control of your prescription costs. Go to singlecare.com or download the free app today.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Relax Honda. Relax, we got this.
By the Lockport Outdoor Store. High-impact gear for hard-working men and women.
By Belknap Heating and Cooling. For more comfort and less ka-ching, give Belknap a ring.
By USA Insulation, saving you money on energy costs comfortably.
And by Northtown Kia, Western New York's #1 Kia dealer. Shop at northtownkia.com.
WGR.
At Highmark Stadium, Chris Brown, Eric Wood. As we get you set for second half action, we're just moments away from second half kickoff. Bills up 12-0 here at the break. And time for halftime adjustments, brought to you by Freed Maxick CPAs, a top 100 accounting and consulting firm in the nation.
Defensively, the Bills have been opportunistic. A turnover on downs, an interception, a safety, but they've got to do a better job at slowing down Breece Hall here in the second half and try and make this Jets offense one-dimensional. Offensively, the Bills got to do a better job of protecting Josh Allen. He's getting pressure on him on most dropbacks in this game, which has really affected the passing game, and a big reason why the Bills only put up 10 points on offense in the first half.
Yeah, and you got to tip your hat to a defense. They have been under some measure of criticism from the fan base in recent weeks. Today, they've come up with a takeaway and points of their own via safety.
Yeah, you shut out this Jets offense in the first half. Aaron Rodgers in the first half was 6 for 8. One was the short arm. He threw it when he could have ran for a first down. The Bills end up getting a turnover on downs. And the other one, Greg Rousseau was able to recognize Aaron Rodgers taking a short drop, so he got his hand up in the passing lane and caused the interception.
And A.J. Epinesa with the safety near the end of the first half. Bills now have 29 total takeaways on the season. The only game this season in which they did not register a takeaway was the loss in Los Angeles to the Rams. They are now a plus 21 on the season in turnover margin. That leads the league.
Yeah, it's remarkable, and a big reason why the Bills are sitting here at 12-3, and if they can get out of this second half and get the win, the 2 seed in the AFC.
The second half kickoff is brought to you by Outlet Liquor. When you need to stock up, it's the place to buy a case. What's your outlet? 12-0 Buffalo. And deep to return for the Jets will be Xavier Gibson and Isaiah Davis as Tyler Bass puts the ball on the tee. Gets ready to kick this one off and get us started here in the third quarter.
Bill's likely going to have to cover this kickoff. I don't think Tyler Bass into the wind is going to be able to kick this one to cause the touchback. So this kickoff coverage unit has got to be ready to roll here.
The wind is really starting to whip now. And we'll get a report from Sal in a little while as to what the conditions are doing down there. This one is going to fall a yard deep in the end zone, and the Jets actually do take a knee for a touchback. All rights to this broadcast are reserved, and any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Buffalo Bills is prohibited.
There's a powerful kick there by Bass to be able to get that one into the end zone to force the touchback.
So out comes the Jets offense, and their protection has been compromised at times as they have a third-string left tackle, second-string right tackle playing in Max Mitchell and Carter Warren. Here's Rodgers in the shotgun with two receivers to the right, one to the left. Motion left to right by the tight end Conklin. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Hall, and there's penetration on the backside by A.J. Epinesa, and he drops him for no gain right at the 30.
Run blitz used there by Bobby Babbage, the defensive coordinator of the Bills. And so A.J. Epinesa comes off the edge and defeats the trap block coming towards him to be able to just stop that play for just a 1-yard gain.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 9 as he got a half yard on the play. Rodgers in the shotgun here. Hall in the backfield to his right. 3 receivers left, count the tight end, 1 to the right. Here's the snap. Throw over the middle is incomplete. Intended for Devontae Adams, and it might have hit his thumb the wrong way because he comes up hurt.
Yeah, he's shaking that one off. It kind of got on him faster than he expected. So it's going to be a 3rd and 9 coming up for this Jets offense that was 0 for 1 on 3rd down in the first half.
So very quickly, 3rd and 9 here for the Jets with 14:23 left in the third. Just underway here. Second half, Bills up 12-0. Crowd getting into it now. 3 receivers to the right. Tight end on the left side. Hall to the right of Rodgers in the shotgun. And now Wilson in motion right to left. Play clock down to 5. Down to 3. Here's the snap. Rodgers back to pass. Has time. Looking over the left sideline. Looking for Adams, who said he was held. And now a late flag comes in from the far side of the field. It was nowhere near the intended receiver, Adams. But it looks like it's going to go against Buffalo.
It's a big break for the Jets there.
Pass, illegal contact, defense number 24. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So the penalty charged to Bishop, and it's going to be an automatic first down. So the Jets get bailed out and avoid a 3-and-out on their first possession of the second half.
We're getting to see a replay of this, and this is pretty ticky-tack there.
Wow.
But Cole had his hands on him. Devontae Adams kind of stumbled on the play.
Yeah, their feet got tangled.
Which drew the eyes of the official to that point.
But the official that threw the flag was on the far sideline, 35 yards away. They are flag happy today. Bunch formation on the left, 1 receiver to the right on 1st and 10. Fakes the pitch, does Rodgers under pressure. Gets the ball off to Adams. Gets away from an attempted tackle by Milano, and he's got first down yardage up the sideline and into Buffalo territory, out of bounds at the 42-yard line. Taylor Rapp finally stopped him.
What looked like it was going to be a 3-and-out for this Bills defense. Now Jets are already in Bills territory. Aaron Rodgers on the play-action rollout there. Von Miller was able to create pressure on the play, but he dumps it off to Adams, and Matt Milano unable to bring down Devontae Adams. And so Devontae Adams gets up the field for the big game.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth, Northwest Bank for what's next. So 1st and 10 at the Bills' 42 after that 22-yard catch and run by Adams. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Hall, coming through a hole on the left side, but it's closed quickly by Rapp and Bernard, who make the tackle. And it's a gain of 5 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 5.
Breece Hall up to 45 yards here today. He's been effective running the football. And now the Bills, the Jets now have the ball at the Bills' 37-yard line.
2nd and 5 as we come up on 13 minutes left in the third. Bills up 12-0, but the Jets on the move. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Hall the lone setback. Rodgers under center, play clock down to 5. It's a pitch play to the left. Blockers in front, through a hole, but good pursuit from the backside there by Dwayne Carter, who makes the tackle, and flags fly again. This looks like it might be holding on Alan Lazard, the receiver who had Rasul Douglas tied up.
Yeah, Rasul Douglas was in a position to potentially make that play. Lazard had his hands full of his jersey, and both officials along the sideline throwing a flag there.
Offense, number 10. 10-yard penalty, replay second down.
So it was Lazard on Douglas, as we suspected, and that'll back the Jets up.
We're now up to 14 penalties called in this game, just 2 minutes and 12 seconds into this second half. Both teams with 7 on the day.
Yeah, so as we watch on replay, Lazard tugged the chest plate and jersey of Douglas to draw the holding call. So 2nd and 15 now at the Bills 47 for the Jets. 2 receivers to the right. Lazard on the left side, and Braylon Allen into the game to the right of Rodgers in the shotgun. Play clock down to 5. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff, play action, flicks it out to the right flat, complete to Adams. Taron Johnson in coverage, but it was Benford who forced him out of bounds. And they get most of the yardage back on the penalty. It's going to be 3rd and 5.
There's too much cushion out there on the outside. Aaron Rodgers, veteran quarterback, he's going to be able to take advantage of that. So 3rd and 5 coming up for this Jets offense that was bailed out by a legal contact penalty earlier on this drive to avoid a 3 and out.
Rodgers in the shotgun here. Isaiah Davis, the lone setback to the right of Rodgers here in the shotgun. Play clock down to 6. Bunch formation on the left, single receiver right. Here's the snap. Back to pass, pressure coming from Von Miller, flees the pocket, rolls right, looking over the middle, and it's almost intercepted by Christian Benford. The intended receiver on the play was Lazard. Johnson was in coverage, the throw was high. Von Miller, Quentin Jefferson getting the pressure.
Looked like Von Miller was potentially going to be able to get a sack, but Moses just barely drives him by. And so on this play, Christian Benford just barely misses that interceptions as it goes deep into the Bills secondary.
So now it's a 4th and 5, and the Jets are going for it at the Bills 37. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Davis to the left of Rodgers in the shotgun. Play clock down to 1-0, and it's going to be delay of game. They didn't get it off.
Delay of game, number 8. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
It's the 8th penalty for the Jets. And now the punting unit will come on for New York after the 5-yard penalty backs them up to the 42 for the Bills.
Yeah, not sure if potentially they were just trying to draw the Bills off sides with a hard count, or if they truly were affected by the crowd and unable to get that snap off, or we're going to get a punt here from the Jets.
Morstead back to punt it away, and on 4th and 10, I'm not expecting a fake here, Eric.
I wouldn't expect it, but when you have nothing to lose, already eliminated from the playoffs, nothing would be too surprising here.
Brandon Codrington deep to return. There's the snap to Morstead, and the pooch kick is a high hanger. Codrington going to let it bounce at the 5. Oh boy, and standing right at the 1-yard line is Jarius Monroe, the backup defensive back who downs it at the 1. 41-yard punt, no return. This Buffalo Bills radio broadcast brought to you by Northwest Bank. At Northwest Bank, we're here for what's next, like the next reason to shout. 11:33 left in the third. Bills up 12-0 and with possession. This is the Buffalo Bills radio network.
How do you spot the all-new Nissan Rogue Rock Creek? Here's a hint. It's got all-terrain tires, a tubular roof rack you can't miss, and it's tough inside and out with lava red detailing. You'll also find it in its natural habitat, climbing mountains, attacking rugged trails, and never backing down from any adventure. The first ever Nissan Rogue Rock Creek.
Intelligent all-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Always secure cargo. Heavy loading of the vehicle with cargo, especially on the roof, will affect the handling and stability of the vehicle.
Imagine uncovering the secrets that others missed. A hidden clue, a silent witness, a twist that changes everything. I'm Carter Roy, host of Murder True Crime Stories, a Crime House original podcast. Join me every Tuesday as we dive into a famous solved or unsolved murder case. Follow and listen to Murder True Crime Stories, an Odyssey podcast in partnership with Crime House Studios. Available now on the free Odyssey app and wherever you get your podcasts.
Earth movers, aerial lifts, compaction, concrete equipment, forklifts, telehandlers, and a whole lot more. Skyworks Equipment Rental has the right construction equipment and tools you need to get the job done. With locations across the Northeast, Midwest, Southeast, and delivering to job sites nationwide, you can trust Skyworks to deploy equipment when and where you need it. To rent, purchase, or to schedule service for your own equipment with our factory-trained technicians, visit SkyworksLLC.com. Skyworks, building America from the ground up.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Snapdragon Apples, the official apple of the Buffalo Bills.
By Houghton University. Discover surprisingly affordable Christ-centered university right here in New York.
By Verizon, the Buffalo Bills, powered by Verizon.
By Tullamore Dew. When it's game time, it's Tully time.
And by Haynes Supply. From our Buffalo roots to nationwide sales and service, we are your industrial contractor supplier.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Number 70 is reporting eligible. 70 is eligible.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Chris Brown, Eric Wood with you. Bills backed up on their own 1 yard line here, 1st and 10 with 11:33 left in the third. Alec Anderson in, and it's a full house backfield with Allen under center, which would indicate a sneak. And now Allen calling an alert at the line. Play clock down to 13, and there's the sneak over the left side. And they mash their way out to the 2 for a gain of 1. And that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Just trying to give themselves some breathing room there to be able to operate, and they're actually going to call this the 3 here, so Josh is able to pick up 2 yards there on the QB sneak.
So a little bit of breathing room. Cook the lone setback. Receiver to each side. Alec Anderson still in the game. Allen under center here. 7 on the play clock. Here's the snap. Handoff to Cook. Through a hole on the right side. Lunging forward and out to the 7-yard line for a gain of 5. Tony Adams on the stop.
3rd and 4 coming up for the Bills. They were 5 for 8 on 3rd down in the first half. This Bills offense on the season up to 7th in the NFL in 3rd down conversions.
So Bills break the huddle with 16 on the play clock, 10:23 and counting left in the third. Bills up 12-0, but facing a 3rd and 4 here, deep in their own territory at the 7. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Allen in the shotgun, and now Shakir in motion, doubles back to the left side. Back to pass, 4-man rush, fires out to the right sideline, and Coleman falls down on the play. DJ Reed in coverage, and the pass goes incomplete. And so the punt team will have to come out for Buffalo here. Injured Jets player behind the play. Looks like it's Solomon Thomas. No, Javon Kinlaw, the defensive tackle, slow to get up.
A lot of contact there on the outside. Bill sideline begging for a PI potentially out there on DJ Reed, but as Keon Coleman loses his footing, he's unable to even make an attempt to bring in that 3rd down pass from Josh.
So the Bills offense goes 3 and out. Xavier Gibson standing at his own 45, awaiting the punt from Martin, who's underneath the uprights, 8 yards deep in the end zone. There's the snap, and Martin gets the kick up and away. A driven ball, and Gibson will take it at the 42. Looks to juke the first defender, spins out of a tackle from Cam Lewis, and is finally tripped up there by Eddie Ulofoshio and finished off by Ty Johnson. In Buffalo territory, though, at the 45. We'll take a break here with 9:55 left. Bills up 12-0. This is Buffalo Bills football.
How do you spot the all-new Nissan Rogue Rock Creek? Here's a hint. It's got all-terrain tires, a tubular roof rack you can't miss, and it's tough inside and out with lava red detailing. You'll also find it in its natural habitat, climbing mountains, attacking rugged trails, and never backing down from any adventure. The first ever Nissan Rogue Rock Creek.
Intelligent all-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Always secure cargo. Heavy loading of the vehicle with cargo, especially on the roof, will affect the handling and stability of the vehicle.
Hey friends, I'm Sharon McMahon, host of Here's Where It Gets Interesting. Each week, I speak with authors, experts, and thought leaders on everything from American history and democracy to how to be a better person on the internet. And don't miss my extremely popular docuseries, which educate you on things you never learned in history class. Follow and listen to Here's Where It Gets Interesting on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
WGR.
Well, the Giants return the opening second-half kickoff for a touchdown against the Indianapolis Colts, but the Colts have since scored, guys. 28-20, back and forth in that one. We'll keep you updated on that important AFC game for the Colts, at least. That's your NFL scoreboard delivered to you by the UPS Store. Be unstoppable. Also, an injury note for you. Sauce Gardner is out for the rest of this game with that hamstring injury. He has left. He will not return.
Injury reports are brought to you by the Barnes Firm. Injured for help, call 1-800-8-million. First and 10 for the Jets from the Buffalo 45. Rodgers back to pass. Gets the pass off complete to Wilson. Doubles back up the left sideline and out of bounds at the 33. It's a gain of 12 on the play and a first down. Pressure was coming off the left side there, Eric, but it didn't get there in time.
Yeah, Dwan Smoot almost got home for the sack on Aaron Rodgers. They brought Rasul Douglas on a blitz on the play. That's why Wilson was so wide open coming across the middle.
Two tight end set here for the Jets as Wilson comes split out to the right side with the tight end Ruckert, Adams on the left.
43.
Lone setback is Hall as Rodgers goes under center here. Play clock down to 5. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Hall over the right side, and he is brought down immediately. And it's going to go for a loss of 1. Ed Oliver penetrated and made the drop.
Ed Oliver's been surging these last few weeks. Had an incredible game against Detroit 2 weeks ago. Played a nice game last week against the Patriots.
So loss of 1 on the play brings up 2nd and 11. 8:45 left in the third and counting. Bills up 12-0. But the Jets with a short field here. Rodgers in the shotgun. Hall to his right. 3 receivers to the left. And the Bills say there was movement up front by the Jets. And it is.
False start. Offense number 76. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Left guard John Simpson, the guilty party. That'll back him up 5. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Sports Radio 550 WGR Buffalo and WKSE HD2 Niagara Falls, Buffalo, 98.5 FM.
An Odyssey sports station.
So the 5-yard penalty makes it 2nd and 16 here for the Jets at the Buffalo 38. Rodgers in the shotgun, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Hall in the backfield to his right. Fakes the handoff, play action, pressure coming, and they've got him! Daquan Jones and Greg Rousseau were both there. Rousseau got him around the ankles. Jones went up high. And how they score this will be important because Greg Rousseau is a sack away from setting a single-season career high.
He's been impressive this season. They create quick penetration on the play. I believe that one might go to Rousseau there, who had Rodgers' legs wrapped up.
Even if he gets a half sack, it'll be a single-season career high. 8 was his previous best in 2022. So he'll get 8.5. Rodgers in the shotgun on 3rd and 19. Back to pass. Has time. Looking. Throws deep over the middle. Picked off by Christian Benford. Coming the other way. 35, 40. To the near sideline. 45 and forced out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Rodgers throws late over the middle and pays for it. And there's a late flag, as there might have been a late hit out of bounds by the Jets.
And I think it was Aaron Rodgers' a little frustration after Christian Benford made him pay on the play, coming up with the interception. Rodgers trying to track him down along the sideline. Benford ran to the sideline, was about 2 steps into the Bills' sideline when Aaron Rodgers shoved him to the ground.
That is the second interception of the season for Benford, and takeaway number 30 for Buffalo on the season. My goodness. They are a plus 22 in turnover margin to lead the league.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Offense, number 8. It's a 15-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down, Buffalo.
So, Eric, you were correct. The guilty party is Aaron Rodgers.
Christian Benford on the crossing route just undercuts it and reads Aaron Rodgers perfectly.
So the Bills will have the football, but we have to take a break first with 7:20 left in the third. Bills up 12-0. This is Buffalo Bills football.
How do you spot the all-new Nissan Rogue Rock Creek? Here's a hint. It's got all-terrain tires, a tubular roof rack you can't miss, and it's tough inside and out with lava red detailing. You'll also find it in its natural habitat, climbing mountains, attacking rugged trails, and never backing down from any adventure. The first ever Nissan Rogue Rock Creek.
Intelligent all-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Always secure cargo. Heavy loading of the vehicle with cargo, especially on the roof, will affect the handling and stability of the vehicle.
I'm Anna Garcia with True Crime News, the podcast. Every crime tells a story. Every story demands justice. True Crime News, the podcast, covers breaking crimes, investigating high-profile and under-the-radar cases. Every week, we dive beyond the headlines, exploring the effects of violent crimes on victims and search for justice. We hope you join us as your weekly source for true crime news. Listen to and follow True Crime News, the podcast, on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Always here.
That's the whole reason I turned you guys on today, because I thought there might be a report about that, but then I heard about the tornado.
When you need us the most. When severe weather strikes western New York.
Breaking news this hour, a report of a possible tornado in downtown Buffalo.
WBEN is always there when you need us the most.
I'm listening to my favorite radio station, and it was a tornado.
We are News Radio 930 WBEN. Buffalo's news and talk.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Snyder Industries. Tomorrow's technology today. Join their team now at SnyderIndustriesInc.com.
By Reimer Home Services. For everything your home needs, trust Reimer.
By Equitable Advisors. Thinking about today, planning for tomorrow.
And by Seneca Buffalo Creek Casino. Nothing else comes close.
WGR.
The Bills are trying to finish off a perfect season at home. They've gone undefeated this season. Guys, if they do that, it'll be the first time since 1990, their first trip ever to the Super Bowl. A long, long time ago. Let's see if they can do it. Another quarter plus to play. That's your sideline report. And it is brought to you by Richmond Bona Personal Injury Attorneys. When the unexpected happens, expect Richmond Bona.
Pistol look from the Bills. Gilliam in motion in the backfield. They fake the handoff. Throw over the middle is complete to Cooper. And that's going to go for 10 yards and a first down as Allen hits him on a crossing route. They're actually going to mark him for 9. And for Cooper, that's his second catch of the day. And with that catch, he has now gone over 10,000 yards in his career. He's one of 8 active players with 10,000 yards receiving, 57th player in league history. Congratulations. Allen under center here on 2nd and 1. It was a 9-yard gain. Quick slant to Coleman, and he dropped it. Right in the hands, and he couldn't hold on, and that'll bring up 3rd and 1.
It's a couple drops for Keon on the game. Josh took the snap, and that was a run play, but that ball might have been tipped at the line of scrimmage. That ball was wobbly on its way to Keon on the outside.
We're coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next.
Yeah, Solomon Thomas, number 94 for the Jets, was able to get his fingertip on that ball, which led to the drop from Coleman.
So it's now a 3rd and 1. Play clock down to 10. Allen under center with Gilliam behind him, and they run the sneak over the left side, and they've got the first down as they've got him marked down at the 26-yard line. So it's a gain of 1 and a first down.
A QB sneak on 3rd and 1. It's almost become automatic. Josh takes the snap. He's got Gilliam pushing behind him. He always goes to that left side of the offensive line, running behind Deion Dawkins and David Edwards, the left guard.
Kincaid into the game over on the left side of the formation. Shakir split out wide to the left. Hollins and Coleman on the right. Cook to the right of Allen in the shotgun. Shakir in motion left to right. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Cook. Penetration in the backfield. Solomon Thomas has him wrapped up for a loss as they're going to mark him down at the 30. It's a loss of 4. And it'll bring up 2nd and 14.
Looked like he got past Connor McGovern on the play to force the quick penetration there. And it looked like they were trying to set up almost like a draw where he'd go out to the right side of that Bills offensive line. Instead, it goes for a loss of 4 on the play.
Clock continues to run here as we're up under 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the 3rd. Bills up 12-0. And in Jets territory here, 2nd and 14. 7 on the play clock as they were late to break the huddle. Pistol look. Allen takes the snap, back to pass. Pocket collapsing. Throws down the right sideline, looking for Cooper. What a catch by Amari Super Cooper with a leaping 30-yard touchdown reception. My goodness.
That shows some trust there from Josh Allen. That was one-on-one coverage on the outside, and he throws it up to Amari Cooper and trusts that he can come down with that football, and he does. What a play there by 18.
The Bills are lined up for the Catholic Health extra point. Catholic Health, the right way to care. And the chance of Coop going up. He was fully extended and airborne for his 2nd touchdown in a Bills uniform and his first since week 7. Pass on for the extra point attempt here. Hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. 5:13 left in the 3rd. And the Bills up 19-0. Take your life back with Catholic Health's Joint Centers, nationally recognized for faster recovery and better outcomes. 19-0 Buffalo. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
How do you spot the all-new Nissan Rogue Rock Creek? Here's a hint. It's got all-terrain tires, a tubular roof rack you can't miss, and it's tough inside and out with lava red detailing. You'll also find it in its natural habitat, climbing mountains, attacking rugged trails, and never backing down from any adventure. The first ever Nissan Rogue Rock Creek.
Intelligent all-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Always secure cargo. Heavy loading of the vehicle with cargo, especially on the roof, will affect the handling and stability of the vehicle.
Join SNL stars Dana Carvey and David Spade on their podcast, Fly on the Wall, for stories from behind the scenes at SNL and conversations with the biggest names in entertainment. Find Fly on the Wall on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
At Northwest Bank, we're here for what's next. The next one to go off to college someday, thanks to smart college savings plans. The next place to fill with love and laughter, with more mortgage options for first-time buyers. Even the next thing you can't go without, like savings accounts with even more competitive rates. So whatever's next for you, we'll help you get there. Northwest Bank, for what's next. Visit northwest.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you're injured at work, call Losi & Ganji, your hard-working workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys. The attorneys at Losi & Ganji work hard so you receive the maximum settlement for your injury. Last year, Losi & Ganji obtained more than $24 million for injured workers. Call Losi & Ganji, 854-1446, or go to losi-ganji.com. Losi & Ganji, Buffalo's workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys, working hard for hard-working Western New Yorkers.
You're listening to the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
5 plays, 38 yards, 2 minutes and 7 seconds. That's your Toyota drive time. It ends with Josh Allen to Amari Cooper. Fantastic catch as he goes up high points the ball in the end zone. Driven to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. But, guys, Amari Cooper right now is in the blue medical tent. He did lay on the turf. After that, maybe he hit his head on the turf. Maybe he got the wind knocked out of him. Let's hope for the best here. We'll keep you updated.
Injury reports are brought to you by the Barnes Firm. Injured for help, call 1-800-8-million. Here's the quick kick from Tyler Bass. Line drives it at the goal line. Gibson going to take it out to the 20. Cuts it back. Skips a tackle out to the 25. Flag flies. 35, 40, 45, and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. But the Bills are indicating this one's going to be against the Jets. Looks like it's going to be holding coming back. With that touchdown pass by Josh Allen to Amari Cooper, he now joins Aaron Rodgers as the only players with 5 seasons of 40 total touchdowns. Rodgers has 6. Allen's the only one with 5 in a row.
In the back, return team number 89. It's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down, New York.
Dunn Tire is looking forward to serving you for another 50 years. Dunn Tire, the official tire dealer of the Buffalo Bills. So Allen with 40 total touchdowns in 5 straight seasons. No other player has done it more than 3 straight seasons. That was Drew Brees from 2011 to 2013. The penalty moves the Jets back to their own 15-yard line. 1st and 10 with 5:03 left in the third. Snap to Rodgers. Handoff goes to Hall, but he's tied up right at the line of scrimmage, and dropping him is Von Miller.
Bills have done a good job on the ground here in the second half, defensively slowing down Breece Hall, who was off to a hot start early in this game. Josh Allen also has a passing touchdown and rushing touchdown, 43rd game of his career, second most in NFL history behind Cam Newton, who has 45.
He is amazing. And in the eyes of everybody in this building, a league MVP. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Rodgers in the shotgun here on 2nd and 9. Back to pass, looks in the left flat, he's got Adams, and he's forced out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Taron Johnson on the stop. So that's going to bring up about a 3rd and 7. 3rd and 6 officially. 4:05 left in counting.
Matt Milano came on a blitz on the last play and comes free and is able to deliver a big shot on Aaron Rodgers in the pocket as he released the football.
Rodgers going to operate from the shotgun again. Empty set here. 3 to the right, 2 to the left for the Jets. 3:50 and counting. Play clock down to 7. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Pocket collapsing. And he's wrapped up by Von Miller. His 5th sack of the season. As Von now passes Hall of Famer Ricky Jackson for 16th on the all-time sack list. He now has 128.5.
He completely smoked Carter Warren on that play, able to get him down for the sack, and then
Max Mitchell, the left tackle, is injured on the play as he got hit in the head by Miller on the sack.
Yeah, his knee hit the side of his head, and so he's down on the turf right now. This tackle situation for the Jets right now is scary, and we said it towards the end of that first half. If they could make this Jets team one-dimensional, it's going to be a long day for this offensive line. So the Bills have done a better job stopping the run here in the second half, forcing them into some obvious pass situations, and the Bills are making them pay now.
So already in the game, as we told you earlier, the Bills had Max Mitchell at left tackle, who's up on his feet now and appears to be okay. He might get checked by the independent neurological consultant after taking that hip to the head from Miller. But he's their 3rd left tackle, and they're already on their 2nd right tackle in Carter Warren, who came in for the injured Morgan Moses, who left the game earlier. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, Amari Cooper is emerging from the blue medical tent right now as I speak. He has been getting evaluated for a head injury. I'll get you a full word just in a second. Is he good to go? He's good to go. There you go. Real-time update for you guys. He's good to go.
All right, that's good. Injury reports are brought to you by the Barnes Firm. Injured for help, call 1-800-8-million. Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. And Max Mitchell is going into the medical tent for the Jets. So we'll get an update on him as soon as we can. Fortunately for the Jets, they're not on offense right now because they're probably even wondering who they're going to line up and tackle at this point. They have no true tackles left.
Right, and the Bills have already made this a 3-score game, so it's got to be a pass fest. So this is where you would expect Aaron Rodgers to have to force that ball out of his hands quickly because the pass protection should be breaking down pretty consistently with those tackles on the edge. And so the Bills defenders will realize that and possibly try and drop some routes on the outside.
Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. So 3:34 left in the third. Jets awaiting the opportunity to punt this one away. And the Bills should have good field position here, Eric, with the Jets punting from their own 10. The punter, Thomas Morstead, going to be standing at his own goal line, or maybe a yard or two deep in the end zone. Brandon Codrington, the return man for Buffalo, currently standing at his own 40-yard line. So now we're ready for game action here, as Morstead is 2 yards deep in his own end zone. Here's a snap, and Morstead kicks a driven ball, sending Codrington back to his 32. There is a flag. He's out to the 40, reverses his field, spins to the 45, up the middle to the 50, and is dragged down from behind by Braylon Allen, the rookie running back. There is a flag along the near sideline here. The Bills seem to indicate it's against the Jets.
Yeah, I think one of the gunners for the Jets ran out of bounds without being touched. You can't use the sideline unless you're being blocked into the sideline.
It's a 25-yard return by Codrington. And we'll wait for the official, Clete Blakeman, on the foul.
During the kick, number 39 of the kicking team went out of bounds and came back in. It's a 5-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down, Buffalo.
So that'll move the ball 5 more yards into Jets territory. We thought it was going to be good field position, so the 25-yard return by Codrington plus the 5-yard penalty moves it down to the Jets' 36. What a reversal of field by Codrington. Kind of did a breakdance move and spun the other way.
Yeah, he went down to the turf, but no one touched him, so he was able to get up and get down the field to set the Bills up with some excellent field position.
Had some Bills players on the sideline grabbing their head in disbelief. Here's Allen in the shotgun on a 3 tight end set. Back to pass, looking left, fires to Kincaid in the left flat. 35-30 and upended after a 12-yard gain to the 25. Actually, they mark him out of bounds at the 24. It's a 13-yard gain for Kincaid and a first down. DJ Reed on the stop.
Josh Allen's up to 155 yards passing on the day here. Did a great job getting that ball out of his hands quickly to Kincaid on the outside where he could get his head turned up the field to get some yards after the catch.
So 1st and 10 at the 24. Pistol look, and now Cook flips to the left side of Allen in the shotgun. Here's a snap. Back to pass, looking right. Pocket collapsing, fires down the left sideline, and the ball carries out of bounds. He was looking for Quentin Morris down there, but it's incomplete.
Josh took that shot down the field to Quentin Morris, going for it all here. He was one-on-one in pass coverage with Hassan Reddick, the defensive end. Josh was trying to take advantage of a mismatch on the outside, but Hassan Reddick showing off some serious speed to be able to keep up with Morris on the play.
Yeah, that was 20 yards down the field, right by the goal line. So Allen in the shotgun here on 2nd and 10. 2:20 left in the third at the Jets' 24. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Cook. More penetration up front. They try to fight to push him forward. No whistle yet. And now there's a flag, as it's going to be on the Jets here, as somebody jumped on top of the pile. That's going to be penalty number 14 on the Jets.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 72. It's a 15th half the distance penalty to the goal line, first down.
It's Michael Clemens.
Just
Deion Dawkins is called a dirty player in the past.
It's just not a smart play by him. They blow the whistle for forward progress stopped, and then he just runs and just dives on top of the pileup.
And with that penalty mark off, the Bills are in the relax red zone. Relax, we got this. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. The Bills can get another first down if they get to the half-yard line. Bunch formation on the right, single receiver left. Fade ball looking for Coleman, and there's a flag on the play there, presumably defensive holding on DJ Reed.
But there's a flag down in the backfield as well.
And it might be on Quinnen Williams, who doesn't appear happy with the call.
And he's in the official's face right now, politicking to get that one reversed, but I don't think that's going to work for you, buddy. Dawson Knox celebrating after that penalty, pointing in the direction of the Jets defense.
So here once again, it's Clete Blakeman.
Defense. Illegal use of hands in the face, number 4. That penalty's declined. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 95. That penalty's half the distance to the goal line, first down.
So they accept the personal foul penalty on Quinnen Williams. Half the distance to the goal should make it at about the 5.5-yard line here. Josh is good at embellishing, I will give him that.
Yeah, he sold that one pretty good. Quinnen Williams did a two-hand shove on Josh. Josh flopped down to the turf. I'm sure Jets fans don't like that one.
1st and goal from the 5 now with 1:57 left in the third. Bills up 19-0. Bunch formation on the right. Cook in the backfield, Coleman on the left. Handoff goes to Cook, going to try to bust it to the corner outside, trying to outrun Eccles, stretches for the goal line, and they're going to say he was over the sideline out of bounds. The ball bounced into the end zone. Looked like one of the Bills players jumped on top of it, Hollins. But they're going to say out of bounds at the half-yard line.
See if the Bills go back to the QB sneak there. James Cook was stretching out, reaching.
Are they going to say touchback?
For the pylon, but the ball comes out of his hands when his arm hits the turf. So that one's going to be a no fumble there.
Yeah, and his elbow was on the sideline, so he's an extension. Allen under center on 2nd and goal from the 1. They give us to Cook, and he's over the left side for a 1-yard touchdown run as the Cook is in the kitchen. And with that rushing touchdown, now has 14 on the season.
I believe that's number 15.
Actually, it is
Cook.
15 on the season.
Yeah.
You are correct, Eric.
Yep, 15 touchdowns for James Cook. And it looked like he was going to get the corner on the previous play and get in for the score. Instead, they hand it off to him on the next play, and he's able to get in.
And he leads the NFL in rushing touchdowns. He was tied with Jalen Hurts. Hurts is out this week with a concussion, so he has the lead all by himself. The Bills' Catholic Health extra point by Tyler Bass is up and good. Catholic Health, the right way to care. 26-0 Buffalo as it has become a runaway. Another 7 points scored after a short field was handed to Buffalo. Let's go down to the sidelines to Sal.
Well, the last touchdown drive was 5 plays, 38 yards. This Toyota drive time was 5 plays, 37 yards. Only took 1:50 after the short field position. All driven by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. So now the Bills have things well in hand. 26-0 here, still in the third quarter against the Jets. They have 16 minutes and 15 seconds to wrap up the number 2 seed in the AFC, guys.
61 touchdowns on the year for the Bills. That is a new team record. And they're closing in on the all-time points scored in a season record of 501, set by the 2020 Bills. Bills came into the game with 469 points. They have 26 now.
This offense has been fantastic this season. They had their 30-point game streak broke last week when they only scored 24 against New England. Already at 26 here today.
This kickoff by Bass is going to go out of the back of the end zone as he's now got the wind at his back. So, Eric, the wind has completely flipped. In the first half, it was blowing away from the tunnel end zone. Now it's blowing toward it.
And we knew the wind was going to be an issue here today. It's been blowing consistently throughout the game. Those flags at the top of the stadium currently whipping up there.
So if the Bills score another touchdown in this game and then get an extra point, they will have the record for most points scored in a regular season in Bills history. Here's 1st and 10 for the Jets at their own 30. Rodgers fakes the pitch, throws back to the left side on a screen attempt. Wilson had it, and then he fumbled the football. It's loose, and the Bills have got it. Matt Milano jumped on the football. Is he in for a touchdown? He is. What an unbelievable turn of events. Garrett Wilson catches the football. He's driven into the backfield. He fumbles. Matt Milano on the ball and returns it for a touchdown. Unbelievable.
It looked like the Jets were going to be able to recover that, and Matt Milano comes flying in to get that. It looked like he might have been touched on the play, but the officials called this one a touchdown on the field right now. We're getting to see the replay right now, and I'm not sure if he was touched there.
Ed Oliver credited with the forced fumble as he popped it loose from Garrett Wilson. And I don't think anybody touched Milano. I think you're right, Eric. I think he's good to return that. The refs are discussing it now. I would imagine the replay assistant is watching it as well. All scoring plays are reviewed. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, what happens in these situations, guys, is the white hat is down here talking with somebody in a green hat who's got the word with the officials in New York and however else they're looking at it. As soon as he can confirm it, he'll give it. Here it is. Here comes a call. Well, maybe we don't have it now. They're still looking at it, but the referee walks over. Here we go.
After review, it's been determined that the runner was down by contact with the ball at the 15-yard line. It'll be Buffalo's ball at that spot. Please put 1 minute and 8 seconds on the game clock.
So as we look at it on review here, it appears the back of Milano's helmet touches the side torso of Aaron Rodgers once he has possession. And even though Rodgers isn't actively downing him, that contact downs him there. So he's downed at the 15-yard line. Either way, takeaway number 3 for Buffalo's defense today.
It's been their MO all season, is forcing turnovers. Only game they haven't forced a turnover this season was the Rams' loss.
And the offense will come out 1st and 10 at the 15 as we're coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Deion Dawkins, Alec Anderson in the jumbo package. Back shoulder throw looking for Dawson Knox. It's incomplete at the 1. It'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 15 as the Bills start this drive in the Relax red zone. Relax, we got this.
Looks like this one's going to be a penalty on the Bills, potentially illegal formation here. Josh Allen's trying to talk to the officials about it right now.
Illegal formation, offense. Number 70 did not report as eligible as an end man on the line of scrimmage. It's a 5-yard penalty. We play first down.
Alec Anderson's hot down on the field saying that he did report to one of the officials.
Correction, New York elects to decline that penalty, bring second down.
So the Jets happy to just take the down instead of the assessment.
Well, no, they called down from New York and overturned that penalty, I believe is what he just explained.
Number 70 is reporting eligible, 70.
All right, so he got his declaration in that time, made sure of it. So now 2nd and 10 on the 15 as the penalty's wiped away. Allen under center. Coleman to the right. Shakir on the left. In this heavy set, Ty Johnson the lone setback. Here's the pitch play to the right to Johnson. Going to try to get the corner, and he's forced over the sideline. Chad Surratt and Tony Adams the safety, and Adams shaken up on the play, holding his left shoulder as he might have popped it out. That was friendly fire as he got run over by his own linebacker, Surratt.
Yeah, the Jets have been able to stop that Bills pitch play consistently throughout this game, being able to string them out to the sideline. We got 37 seconds and counting left in this third quarter.
So 3rd and 9 from the 14 after the gain of 1 by Johnson. It's 3 receivers to the left. Coleman by himself on the right. Johnson to the left of Allen in the shotgun. Play clock down to 2. Here's the snap. Back to pass, has time. Rolling to his right, trying to buy time. Heaves it back across the field, looking for Ty Johnson, and going up and pulling it down off the roof was Keon Coleman for the touchdown. There is a flag on the play in the backfield.
Jets defensive linemen are talking to the officials. They're extremely upset. This might be another late hit in the pocket. Josh Allen just throws that ball up in the air, and Keon Coleman, the former basketball player, goes up and brings it down like he's bringing down a rebound.
He went skywalking on that one.
This crowd is in a frenzy right now with MVP chants for 17.
That penalty will be assessed on the PAT.
So, because you probably couldn't hear Clete Blakeman, it's a unnecessary roughness personal foul on the Jets. It will be assessed after the kickoff, as Allen was hit late after the throw. Bills are lined up for the Catholic Health extra point. Catholic Health, the right way to care. Actually, they're going to mark off the penalty now and make the extra point attempt that much closer. It's only going to be a 25-yard extra point attempt instead of a 33-yarder. Snap by Ferguson, hold by Martin, kick by Bass is up, and it is good. And with that point after try, the Buffalo Bills in 2024 have set the all-time scoring record for the franchise. It is now 502 points scored by the Bills this season. Congratulations.
It's been a remarkable ride for the offense this season, and they break it with 16 games. You know, a lot of these NFL records are debated nowadays, adding the extra game, getting to a 17-game season now.
Bills did it in 16, though, Eric.
But the Bills did it in 16, exactly. So no asterisk next to this one.
Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Well, after 2 5-play drives, this one only took 3 plays, guys. 15 yards, 56 seconds. That's your Toyota drive time, and it's driven to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. And Chris, I believe, is that a team record for points in a season, as you said?
Yes, it is. 502. One more than the record of 501 set by the 2020 team. It's also takeaway number 31 by the Bills on the fumble recovery by Milano. And that is also a team best in the McDermott era. The most takeaways in a season by a McDermott-coached Bills team. Yeah, they previously had 30, I think, on 2 separate occasions.
And those turnovers are a big reason why the Bills have been able to set that franchise record for scoring this season.
And once again, it's another game in which the Bills have scored 30 points or more. I'll try to get the exact number in a second as to how many games that is as the kickoff goes out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills had a streak stopped of 8 straight games with 30 points or more last week when they only managed 24 against the Patriots.
This Bills defensive line gets to pin their ears back now and go after Rodgers in the pocket.
So Aaron in the shotgun here on 1st and 10 with 12 seconds left in the third at his own 30. Takes the snap, looking left, now back to his right, scans, fires to the left sideline, out of bounds, incomplete, as Davante Adams was the only receiver in the vicinity.
And miscommunication on the outside. Davante Adams switched his route to go down the field, and Aaron Rodgers threw it like it was going to be a comeback on the outside.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 10. This will probably be the last play of the third quarter, as there are 6 seconds left here in the third. Bills up 33-0 in what has become a laugher. Rodgers in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Back to pass. Pocket collapsing, and Oliver's got him for a sack. Ride him, Cowboy. And a fitting end to the third quarter as the Bills defense has been dominant today. It's time to make the switch to the fourth quarter. Brought to you by Northwest Bank, helping you reach your goals with real-life solutions and advice. Go to northwest.com, Northwest Bank, for what's next. When we come back, it'll be the start of the fourth quarter, and it's all Buffalo, up 33-0. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
How do you spot the all-new Nissan Rogue Rock Creek? Here's a hint. It's got all-terrain tires, a tubular roof rack you can't miss, and it's tough inside and out with lava red detailing. You'll also find it in its natural habitat, climbing mountains, attacking rugged trails, and never backing down from any adventure. The first ever Nissan Rogue Rock Creek.
Intelligent all-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Always secure cargo. Heavy loading of the vehicle with cargo, especially on the roof, will affect the handling and stability of the vehicle.
Dana Carvey and David Spade here.
You might know our podcast Fly on the Wall, featuring guests from across the entertainment industry.
We decided to do a spin-off called Superfly, and it's fun. It's just two of us riffing on current events, pop culture, catching up, impressions.
Joe, Trump's trying to be a dictator. Yeah, just bump on the tater tots. Joe, no.
Listen to and follow Superfly on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
At the UPS Store, we get it. Being a small biz owner requires grit and hustle, but you don't have to do it alone. We've got your back. You put your heart and soul into your biz, we put ours into packing and shipping. While you're keeping track of your custom-made orders, our mailboxes are keeping your packages safe. Because we're here to help you be unstoppable with shredding, printing, notary, and more. Most locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable. Come into your local store today.
Hey, Bills fans, phones weren't made to be broken, but life happens. So when you break your phone, Verizon in Buffalo's got you. Trade in any phone from one of their top brands in any condition, guaranteed, and get a great deal on one of their best 5G phones with unlimited ultimate. Switch now and save. Available at a Buffalo area Verizon store.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Let's take a look at what's going on around the National Football League. It is the New York Giants 28-26 over the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts just scored, failed on a 2-point conversion. Massive implications for the Colts in that game in the AFC playoff race. The Las Vegas Raiders lead the Saints 19-10. Jacksonville over Tennessee 20-13. NFL scoreboard delivered to you by the UPS Store. Be unstoppable.
Rodgers here on a 3rd and 22 from his own 18. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. They dump it off to Hall on a screen to the 20, 25, and he's brought down by Ed Oliver at the 26-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th and about 12. No, it's even more than that. 4th and 18. 4th and 18, my goodness.
Mitch Trubisky on the sideline warming up, taking some snaps from Cedric Van Pran Granger. So it looks like the Bills are going to start playing some backups on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, they just had Joe Andreessen in at middle linebacker for Bernard on that 3rd down play. Snap to Morstead, the punter. Driven ball. Codrington under it at the 28. Avoids the first tackler. Gets to the 35, and that's where he's dropped. So a 7-yard return there by Codrington. Isaiah Davis on the tackle for the Jets.
So Josh Allen's day is going to be done. He finishes 16 for 27, 182 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, 104 quarterback rating on the day. He also had 5 rushes on the day for 17 yards and added a touchdown on the ground as well. So a 3-touchdown game for Josh. He may not get any action in New England next week, as we anticipate the Bills will rest their starters with the 2 seed locked up. And so we'll see if today was enough to get Josh that MVP award at the end of the season.
And with 33 points on the board, the Bills have now scored 30 points or more in 12 games this season and in 9 of their last 10. 1st and 10 for the Bills with Trubisky running things on offense here at the 35. Handoff goes to Ray Davis. Good penetration by the Jets off the edge, and they're going to drop him for a 5-yard loss. Bruce Hector, the practice squad elevation, makes the tackle.
This could be what the Bills' offense looks like next week. Ryan Vandenberg in at left tackle, and they got Alec Anderson in at left guard.
Cedric Van Pran Granger at center, the rookie.
Yep, and then Osiris Torrance and Spencer Brown still in at right guard and right tackle.
Officially marked down as a loss of 2 on the play, so it's 2nd and 12 at the 33 as we're coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Trubisky in the shotgun here. Shavers in motion right to left. Here's the snap. And the give is to Davis. Going to try to bust it around the right side, but the pursuit has him wrapped up, and he's going to get dropped for a loss of 2 more at the 30. Hector on it again this time.
The Jets still rolling with their starters out there defensively. And, it's tough as an offensive line. You sit on the sideline for the entire game, and then you got to come in these instances. Everyone else has already got their feet under them right now. And so the Bills are going backwards offensively.
3rd and 14 here for Buffalo. And Tyrell Shavers and Ray Davis going to line up on either side of Trubisky in the shotgun, and now Shavers splits out to the left side. Here's the snap. Blitz coming. They run a screen to Shavers. Cuts it back inside. Still on his feet and through a hole. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Tyrell Shavers. Are you kidding me? He goes 69 yards for a touchdown in one of the most unlikely plays to go the distance we have seen this season.
He shows off some breakaway speed there. Mac Hollins trailing him down the field, doing his classic celebration before he's even in the end zone. What a play there.
The Bills are lined up for the Catholic Health extra point. Catholic Health, the right way to care. And that is the 13th different player with a receiving touchdown this season. It ties for a team record most all-time in a season. Snap by Ferguson, hold by Martin, kick by Bass is up, and it is good. 12:37 left, and it is 40-0 Buffalo in an absolute runaway. And this matches the last shutout by the Bills here, Eric, back in 2021 when they beat Houston 40-0. This is Buffalo Bills football.
How do you spot the all-new Nissan Rogue Rock Creek? Here's a hint. It's got all-terrain tires, a tubular roof rack you can't miss, and it's tough inside and out with lava red detailing. You'll also find it in its natural habitat, climbing mountains, attacking rugged trails, and never backing down from any adventure. The first ever Nissan Rogue Rock Creek.
Intelligent all-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Always secure cargo. Heavy loading of the vehicle with cargo, especially on the roof, will affect the handling and stability of the vehicle.
Join SNL stars Dana Carvey and David Spade on their podcast, Fly on the Wall, for stories from behind the scenes at SNL and conversations with the biggest names in entertainment. Find Fly on the Wall on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
We've saved the best for last during the year-end sales event at Relax Honda. Drive into the new year with an incredible deal on your favorite new Honda model, like CR-V, HR-V, Accord, Pilot, and more. It's one of our best selections of new and certified pre-owned Hondas that we've had in years, including the all-new 24 Honda Prologue, and nearly all makes and models of used vehicles are in stock and at below market price. Don't miss the year-end sales event. Relax. We got this at Relax Honda.
After you use Bounce Dryer Sheets and realize how fresh, soft, less wrinkled, and less staticky your laundry can be, you'll every time. Like those socks that smell like they've been through a marathon. Or that blanket that's got wrinkles on its wrinkles. Maybe even your chatty coworker who keeps distracting you. Okay, Bounce Dryer Sheets can't do it all. But for fresher, softer, better laundry,
why pay more for prescriptions? Stop overpaying and start saving with SingleCare. It's easy. Find your prescription on singlecare.com, show the coupon at the pharmacy, and start saving. SingleCare works at pharmacies nationwide and is completely free to use, whether you have insurance or not. So the next time you fill a prescription, check SingleCare to make sure you're getting the best price. Take control of your prescription costs. Go to singlecare.com or download the free app today.
WGR.
Well, we had 2 consecutive 5-play drives, now 2 consecutive 3-play drives on a Toyota drive time for a touchdown. 3 plays, 65 yards, 1:38. Driven to you by Toyota, the efficient car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. Mitch Trubisky to Tyrell Shavers, guys.
Nobody had that on their bingo card today, that's for sure. Tyler Bass set to kick this one off. as it goes high and deep into the end zone, and Gibson's going to take a knee. There is a flag. Somebody might have left early there. We'll have to see.
And guys, we're going to see Tyrod Taylor here, I think, for the New York Jets.
Yes, Tyrod is coming out, so a nice cameo appearance by the former Bills quarterback, who, along with Eric Wood and the rest of that 2017 crew, helped end the playoff drought.
I love my man Tyrod. I had a lot of fun playing with him. He's just an absolute class act, and he's had one heck of a career. He's in his 14th season after coming in to the league as a 6th-round
Illegal
draft pick.
formation, receiving team number 41. It's 5-yard penalty from the 30-yard line. First down, New York.
So Marcelino McCrary Ball, the guilty party there on the penalty. So it'll back it up to the 25 for the Jets. That is the 16th penalty on the Jets for 120 yards today. Wow. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Taylor in the shotgun here. Takes the snap. Handoff goes to Allen, the rookie back, plowing his way forward. Tackled by Dorian Williams on the play after a gain of 6.
Being able to get your starters out is valuable at the end of these games. You don't have any risk of injury to a number of guys right now, and then you also get some extra rest. Now, a lot of these same guys that are out of the game right now will have likely a full rest next week going against New England, likely not playing the starters.
Taylor in the shotgun, back to pass, looking right. Now it's a screen play to the left. It's complete to the tight end Conklin, who is stood up by Joe Andreessen and Dorian Williams. My goodness, they stopped him dead in his tracks. It's still probably good enough for a first down, and it is, as they are going to move the sticks. But the crowd cheers when they hear Andreessen on the tackle. Buffalo Joe.
The hometown favorite, Joe Andreessen.
2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Taylor in the shotgun here on 1st and 10 from the 36. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff, play action. Pressure coming, rolling out of the pocket to his left. Tucks it and run, and he's caught from behind by Quentin Jefferson. Got a gain of about 6 on the play. He's 2nd down and 4.
There was pressure in the pocket. Tyrod Taylor still with some great mobility at this stage of his career, able to escape out and get up the field for a 6-yard run.
So it's going to be 2nd and 4 from the Jets 42. As the clock continues to run, we're up under 11 minutes left in this one. Bills up 40-0. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Conklin, the motion man, the tight end. Handoff goes right up the gut to Braylon Allen. Tripped up by Joe Andreessen, but not before he's got another first down and a gain of 18 on the play into Buffalo territory at the Bills 47.
This Bills defense is going to do all they can to try and preserve this shutout. That's something that defenders really want to hang their hat on, putting up that goose egg, and so they're going to try to keep the Jets out of the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Taylor takes the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls right. Pressure coming from DeJuan Smoot. Fires to the right sideline, where it is caught by Devontae Adams for a gain of about 5. That'll bring up 2nd and 5. Brandon Codrington on the stop, and it looks like Adams is down. And he came into this game with a hip injury and was limited in practice during the week, and he is down on the field now.
He's laying on his back right along that Bills sideline.
He's put 34 seconds on the play clock.
Trainer's coming over to him right now, looking at him. It looks like they're looking at his upper body. We're going to see a replay now. Codrington on the coverage. It's hard to tell what that was.
Yeah, so they're going to take a look at him here with 10:10 left. Jets are facing a 2nd and 7 as Adams is up on his feet now, walking under his own power, so that's a good sign.
Bills fans having some fun here in this 4th quarter with a 40-0 lead right now, doing the wave around the stadium now, and I'd assume at some point we'll get an appearance by the Killers and Mr. Brightside.
Usually when the offense takes the field, absolutely. So I would anticipate that. So this is the 3rd game this season that the Bills have scored 40 or more. It is now 12 games in which they have scored 30 or more. And it's actually 40 points or more in 3 of the last 4 games. Taylor takes the snap on 2nd and 7, throws it over the middle, complete to Alan Lazard. Tackled by Taylor Rapp, but a gain of 9 on the play and a first down.
Bills still have Rapp and Cole Bishop on the back end of the defense at safety. It'll be interesting to see if Damar Hamlin, when he's able to come back, if they keep rolling with this safety tandem or if they put Hamlin back in the lineup.
1st and 10 from the Bills 35. It's a screen play out on the left side to Isaiah Davis. Puts the Jets on, but he's tackled by Joe Andreessen and Dorian Williams. Gain of 8 on the play. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
How about this, guys? 3 University of Buffalo products on an NFL field in a regular season game at the same time for the Buffalo Bills. You have, of course, Joe Andreessen. You have Jamarcus Ingram. You have Cam Lewis all playing right now on defense.
Pretty cool. Coming up on 9 minutes left in the game. 2nd and 2. High snap to Taylor. It's over his head. He's got to just cover it up. And A.J. Epinesa is going to get his 2nd sack of the game as he drops him.
I believe that's now 5 sacks for this Bills defense on the day. It's been a heck of a defensive performance here, and an embarrassing day for the Jets. Gets worse as the snaps sailed over Tyrod's head, and he's just got to do all he can to just get on that football.
So it's a loss of 8 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 11 from the Bills 36. And now we're going to have a timeout called by the Bills.
Buffalo takes its first timeout. This is a 30-second timeout.
This team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health. Oshai Children's Hospital helps get kids back to being kids.
Good news for the Jets. Devontae Adams able to come back into this football game.
So, Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. As it is largely backups on the field. And the thing that I'm most amazed about is it's supposed to be a rainy day. The skies have parted. It's 59 degrees.
Yeah, Bills fans got soaked tailgating in the parking lot before the game, but the rain is held off in just a windy day here in Orchard Park.
Much different from last week. Here's the snap to Taylor on 3rd and 11. Pocket collapsing, fires over the middle. It's complete to Garrett Wilson, who takes a blistering shot from Cole Bishop, but he's got the first down on a gain of 12.
Nice shot by Wilson to be able to withstand that contact. Cole Bishop crushed him in his lower back area.
Textbook tackle, though, with the shoulder. So 1st and 10 for the Jets at the 23. Taylor in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off to Isaiah Davis, through a hole, spins off another tackle, still fighting for extra yardage, and he's down to the 10-yard line. An inspired run from the rookie for the Jets, as the product out of Colorado has another first down, and it's going to be 1st and goal.
Bills got to stop him here. They got him. It's about at the 9.5-yard line. Like I mentioned a few minutes ago, this Bills defense would love to be able to preserve this shutout they got going.
If they can, it'll be the first shutout since 2021, when they shut out the Texans 40-0 on October 3rd. Braylon Allen into the game to the right of Taylor. Blitz coming. Gets the pass off to the end zone, and it's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Cole Bishop came on the safety blitz.
Bills brought all-out blitz there, so Codrington was one-on-one on the outside with Wilson, did a nice job in coverage there. Cole Bishop comes scot-free on the play because the Jets didn't have enough people in protection to be able to get the amount of Bills defenders that were rushing.
So 2nd and 10, or 2nd and goal from the 10. Pony backfield, as Allen now motions out of the backfield to the left side. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Here's the snap to Taylor. Back to pass, has to roll away from pressure. Gets away from DeJuan Smoot. Still loose, fires to the end zone, and it's out of bounds, incomplete, as Javon Solomon was in hot pursuit as well. Devontae Adams was the nearest receiver in the end zone, but it's incomplete, and he'll bring up 3rd and goal from the 10.
Looked like Smoot was going to be able to get a sack there to get sack number 6 on the day, but Tyrod Taylor spins out of it and is able to get outside the pocket and throw that ball away.
So we'll see if Bobby Babbage, the defensive coordinator, dials up the heat again, as it's evident that he is trying to preserve the shutout. So 3rd and goal from the 10, another high snap. Taylor to the end zone to Wilson, right in his breadbasket, and he's got it for the touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown reception on a back shoulder throw from Taylor to Wilson, and the crowd doesn't like it. They're booing the touchdown.
Crowd wanted that shutout as well. This crowd did their job today, forcing some miscommunication throughout this game from the Jets offense. Multiple offsides penalties on the Jets. The Jets are going to line up and go for 2 here, down 40-6.
Codrington had tight coverage, just got his hand in there to knock the ball away a half second late. So the Jets are going for the 2-point conversion. Taylor in the shotgun, Davis to his left. 2 receivers to each side. Fakes the handoff, looks on a wide open Conklin on the right side of the end zone for a 2-point conversion. So with 6:59 left, the Jets are finally on the board. They trail 40-8. This Buffalo Bills radio broadcast brought to you in part by Reimer Home Services. For your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs, get Reimer on the horn. Call 716-908-6828 or visit Reimer.com today. This is Buffalo Bills football.
How do you spot the all-new Nissan Rogue Rock Creek? Here's a hint. It's got all-terrain tires, a tubular roof rack you can't miss, and it's tough inside and out with lava red detailing. You'll also find it in its natural habitat, climbing mountains, attacking rugged trails, and never backing down from any adventure. The first ever Nissan Rogue Rock Creek.
Intelligent all-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Always secure cargo. Heavy loading of the vehicle with cargo, especially on the roof, will affect the handling and stability of the vehicle.
Hey, I'm Rhett. And I'm Link. Maybe you know us from our daily YouTube show, Good Mythical Morning.
But this is a little trailer for our podcast, Ear Biscuits, where 2 lifelong friends talk about life for a long time.
And nothing is off limits. We talk about our sex lives, our mental health journeys, but we try to never take ourselves too seriously.
So we invite you to not do the same, or to do the same. We invite you to listen. Follow and listen to Ear Biscuits.
Now for free on the Odyssey app and everywhere you get your podcasts.
Lowe's knows how to help you save time and money, no matter the job. That's why we can deliver supplies to your job site as soon as same day, so you have more time to get the job done. Because when you need it fast, we've got you covered. Lowe's knows pros. Valid on eligible in-stock orders and select zip codes placed by 2 p.m. for same-day delivery by 8 p.m. Subject to driver availability. Fees vary based on purchase. More terms apply. See Lowe's.com/same-day delivery for details.
Accomplishing goals is hard. But when your goal is to learn a new language, Babbel makes it easy. Babbel is designed with you in mind. From expert-created lessons to conversational video units and even live classes, you can personalize your Babbel experience to be exactly what you need to really learn a new language more easily. Go ahead, set a goal for yourself. Accomplish it with Babbel. Try Babbel for free. Go to BABBEL.com. That's Babbel.com.
WGR.
Sideline report brought to you by Richmond Vona Personal Injury Attorneys. When the unexpected happens, expect Richmond Vona. We do know the Buffalo Bills will play 2 weeks from this weekend here in this stadium in Super Wildcard Weekend. We don't know the day or the time yet. We'll obviously keep everybody updated. They'll be in New England next weekend before we know that.
Thomas Morstead was about to take the kickoff and the ball blew off the tee. I mean, he was right there. Very close to kicking a flubbed ball. The wind is whipping here in Orchard Park now. Ty Johnson, Ray Davis deep to return for Buffalo as Morstead kicks it up and away. This is returnable. Johnson going to take it from his own 4. Out to the 15, 20, 25, 30, through a hole, 40, still on his feet, 45, and dropped at the 49-yard line as he was brought down by Tony Adams. 45-yard return.
All three phases clicking for the Bills right now, and that's often the case when you have a lopsided game like this with it sitting at 40-8 right now. So Mitch Trubisky's going to obviously come back in at quarterback at the long pass or the long touchdown to Terrell Shavers on the wide receiver screen on the last drive.
So the Bills backups out here again on offense. You got Spencer Brown on the left side, left tackle. Look at that. Shavers in motion left to right. Ray Davis in the backfield. He's going to get the handoff. Going to work behind Reggie Gilliam. Fights his way forward, pumping his legs, and gets into Jets territory where he's marked down at the 48.
Alec Anderson's down on the field again for the Bills. Was shaken up early in the game, which looked like to be an ankle injury, and now he's back down on the ground.
So the medical staff and the athletic training staff out there quickly to tend to him.
This is now going to put David Edwards back into this game. Alec Anderson's been an asset for this Bills offense. They run the most amount of 6 offensive lineman sets in the NFL and right around tops in the league for average yards per play out of 6 offensive linemen.
He's on his feet now as the medical staff is talking to him, and he's holding his right arm limp at his side, which usually indicates a shoulder injury of some kind, maybe even a stinger, Eric?
Yeah, potentially. So he just took his helmet off, and they're going to set up the blue injury tent right now. So we'll get a report on Alec Anderson as soon as we can.
So Ryan Vandermark at left tackle, David Edwards back into the game at left guard. As the clock continues to run here with 6:25 left. 2nd and 7 for Buffalo from the Jets' 48. Ray Davis, Reggie Gilliam in the backfield. Trubisky under center, 2 receivers to the right. And now Shavers in motion right to left, and a timeout called by Buffalo.
Buffalo takes its
7
second timeout.
seconds left on the play clock.
Timeout.
This team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health. Oshai Children's Hospital is for our community's moms, kids, and babies. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Sports Radio 550 WGR Buffalo and WKSE HD2 Niagara Falls, Buffalo, 98.5 FM.
An Odyssey Sports Station.
So out of the timeout, the Bills will try it again. Trubisky under center, Gilliam and Ray Davis in the backfield. Shavers in motion left to right. Here's the snap. It's given to the up man, Reggie Gilliam, who runs forward and makes his way down to the 44-yard line. It's a 4-yard gain for Gilliam with his first carry of the season, tackled by Chad Surratt. Let's go down to the sidelines to Sal.
You know, guys, lots of storylines in this game coming out with all these guys getting into the game. One of them we told you about the 3 UB players. But how about Joe Andreessen himself? He was a team captain, went out for the coin toss. That's pretty cool for the hometown kid to be a captain here in a Buffalo Bills uniform in a regular season game.
Yeah, the final home game of the season. Trubisky under center here on 3rd and 3. Shavers in motion left to right. They give us to the up man, Gilliam again, and he tries to spin off a tackle, and they finally blow the whistle as he's driven back to midfield. Tackle by Bruce Hector, the practice squad elevation for today.
Bills went back to the exact same play out of the exact same formation, and good news is Alec Anderson's able to check back into this game, so he's going to sub in for David Edwards at left guard.
We're coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Coming up on 5 minutes left and counting in this one. Coleman out to the left side, Shavers to the right. Gilliam off the right side of the formation. Ray Davis the lone setback. And play clock down to 4. Trubisky under center. Play clock down to 2. Here's the snap. Hand off to Davis. Dancing in the hole. Lunging forward. And he's about a half-yard short of the first down marker. We'll see if that's enough to keep the offense on the field or if they'll send the punt unit out.
That was 4th down.
Oh, that was
there.
4th down.
Yep.
My bad.
No, you're good. That was 4th down there. So the Bills defense is going to get out on the field. It looked like Ray Davis had enough room there to pick up the first, but he's just tripped up just shy of the sticks. So Tyrod Taylor's going to lead this Jets offense back out there again. They were able to score a touchdown on that last drive on the pass to Wilson.
So the turnover on downs gives the ball back to the Jets at their own 42 with 4:44 left. Taylor in the shotgun, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Back to pass, quick hitter on a tight end screen to Conklin, and he gets out to the right sideline, wrapped up by Joe Andreessen at the 48-yard line for a gain of 6.
In the preseason, we weren't 100% sure early whether Joe Andreessen was going to make the team or not, but he is far from just a feel-good story. He's been an asset on special teams throughout this season, and super proud of the young man from Buffalo.
Taylor in the shotgun, takes the snap, looks to the left. It's another screen to the left side to Conklin, wrapped up right at the 45-yard line, and there he is right on cue. Joe Andreessen with his second consecutive tackle. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 6.
It's a great tackle in space there. He shows off some serious speed to be able to go out all the way to the flat and be able to bring down the Jets player for a loss on the play.
So 3rd and 6 here as we come up on 4 minutes left in this one. Taylor takes the shotgun snap, back to pass, fires underneath over the middle, complete to the tight end Conklin, and it's good for a first down. Andreessen in coverage makes the tackle, but he's down to the Buffalo 44. It's a gain of 10 on the play.
We got 3 minutes and 50 seconds and counting left in this one, in this lopsided Bills victory, so they'll finish off this season a perfect 8-0 at home.
And they will extend their home winning streak to 11 games, stretching back to last season. It's the longest active home winning streak in the league for regular season. Here's the snap to Taylor, handoff to Davis around the left side. He has the corner and a first down. As he gets 11 yards on the play, Cole Bishop made the stop.
Bills with a little bend but don't break mentality right now, not trying to give up the big play, just let this clock continue to run on this Jets offense.
And we're coming up quickly on 3 minutes left in the game. 1st and 10 for the Jets at the Buffalo 33. Taylor in the shotgun. Allen to his left, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Takes the snap, looking over the middle for the check down. Now rolls out to his right, throws to the right sideline, and it's complete to the tight end, Yeboah. He's out of bounds. No, they're going to say incomplete. Did not get 2 feet down for the catch. So that'll make it 2nd and 10.
That's what the Bills sideline was signaling as well. And the officials here over there helping him out with that call. Tyrod Taylor scrambling outside of the pocket to the right just leads them just a little too far to the sideline there.
So the clock stops on that incomplete pass with 2:46 left. 2nd and 10 for the Jets at the Buffalo 33. Bills up 40-8. Takes the shotgun snap. It's another one of those tight end screens to the right side. And there's Andreessen again, who makes the tackle over the sideline at the 31. That is his 8th tackle of the game.
He's been everywhere here in this 4th quarter. Shows off that closing speed again there to get all the way to the sideline to stop him for just a 3-yard gain on the play.
Tackling him out of bounds also stopped the clock with 2:40 left. 3rd and 7 at the Buffalo 30 here for the Jets. Down 40-8. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Isaiah Davis, the running back, to the left of Taylor. He's going to take the handoff, looks for a hole, it opens, he's through it, and he has another first down for the Jets as he's down to the 20 for a 10-yard gain. Dorian Williams, Taylor Rapp on the tackle.
If the Jets want to now, they can take this down to the 2-minute warning, and with Tyrod Taylor walking towards the sideline, it looks like they're going to let this remaining 20 seconds on the game clock run down to the 2-minute warning.
So we're down to 2:10 and counting, and that is exactly what's going to happen here. And we'll tell you that Buffalo Bills football is brought to you in part by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. Toyota, let's go places. 40-8 Buffalo. It's the 2-minute warning on the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
How do you spot the all-new Nissan Rogue Rock Creek? Here's a hint. It's got all-terrain tires, a tubular roof rack you can't miss, and it's tough inside and out with lava red detailing. You'll also find it in its natural habitat, climbing mountains, attacking rugged trails, and never backing down from any adventure. The first ever Nissan Rogue Rock Creek.
Intelligent all-wheel drive cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Always secure cargo. Heavy loading of the vehicle with cargo, especially on the roof, will affect the handling and stability of the vehicle.
Dana Carvey and David Spade here.
You might know our podcast Fly on the Wall, featuring guests from across the entertainment industry.
We decided to do a spin-off called Superfly, and it's fun. It's just two of us riffing on current events, pop culture, catching up, impressions.
Joe, Trump's trying to be a dictator. Yeah, just bump on the tater tots. Joe, no.
Listen to and follow Superfly on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
We love our playoff football and snow in Western New York. But after the game, it's time to get warm. The Salino Plumbing Heating and Cooling team is fast, efficient, and ready to tackle any emergency heating needs. Their highly rated service technicians are on call for furnace tune-ups, equipment repair and replacement, as well as heat pumps and generators. Be prepared for the winter ahead by calling 68-FLUSH today and make sure Salino Plumbing Heating and Cooling makes your home comfortable for the entire football season.
Seneca Gaming and Entertainment, we've got your game.
Get ready to kick off 2025 with a bang at Seneca Gaming in Irving's New Year's Eve New Year New Adventure Promotion for a chance to ring in the new year with free play, cash, or one of 3 incredible Honda side-by-side ATVs. Earn entries now through New Year's Eve. And with 11 winners, 3 will drive away in a brand new Honda side-by-side ATV. Earn entries today at Seneca Gaming in Irving and let the adventures begin.
We've got your game.
You're listening to the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Back at Highmark Stadium, a jubilant atmosphere. Most have left and hit the parking lots as this one was put to bed early. 40-8 Buffalo here at the 2-minute warning as we are coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. And we expected a more focused and decisive performance from the Bills today, Eric. We certainly saw that.
Yes, absolutely. Sean McDermott wasn't happy with his team's performance a week ago, and the 3-point win against New England really had his team focused here today.
1st and 10 for the Jets from the Buffalo 20, and a pass down the seam by Taylor to Conklin, the tight end, is going to go for a 20-yard touchdown reception. So Tyrod Taylor leads a touchdown drive, his second since he entered the game. And that'll make it 40-14, and presumably the Jets will try to go for a 2-point conversion again. So it looked like Cole Bishop was expecting inside leverage help, and it didn't come nearly quickly enough.
Yeah, caught that ball right past Bishop on the play, and Rapp was in the middle of the field but did not get over there in time, so the Bills give up a second consecutive touchdown here in the fourth quarter with the majority of backups on the field.
And they are going to go for a 2-point conversion. Braylon Allen, the rookie running back, to the right of Taylor, 2 receivers to the left. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, pressure coming from Cole Bishop, heaves it out of the back of the end zone as the pressure from Bishop forces an incomplete pass and failed conversion. A.J. Epinesa was also in hot pursuit.
After this kick return, the Bills have the opportunity to just put a knee down on this one and get out of Orchard Park with the 40-14 win. And what a dominant performance this defense today, which was taking a lot of criticism after the last few weeks, and they gave up some early yards to the Jets, but able to, when the starters were out there, able to keep them off the scoreboard. They had 2 points with the safety. They forced 3 turnovers in the game, with Phillips with the interception, Christian Benford with the interception, and then Matt Milano with the fumble recovery after Ed Oliver stripped Wilson on the play.
And did you mention the turnover on downs as well?
Yeah, and then you also had the turnover on downs on the 4th and 1 stop on the first drive of the game.
Yeah, really bang-up performance by Buffalo's defense here today. Ty Johnson, Ray Davis deep to return for Buffalo on this kickoff by the Jets, as Morstead has it teed up and kicks it up and away. And this one's going to be returnable for Johnson, who bobbles it at the 3, but picks it up 10, 15, and the coverage team closes on him, and as he's dropped at the 19-yard line, Jarius Monroe was in there first.
What a disappointing season for the Jets this season, that they're going to fall to 4-12 this year. Many people thought that they were going to be the the ones going into playoffs and win the AFC East. But you fire your head coach early on in the season, and it's going to be interesting to see how the Jets handle this offseason.
Think about Week 6, Eric. It was a turning point for both of these teams. Both teams were 3-2. It was the battle to who would be in first place after that game. The next week, Robert Saleh is fired. Trubisky, 1st and 10, under center with 1:48 left. 2 receivers to the right. Davis, the lone setback. He'll take the handoff, try to bounce it outside to the left, and he does. Going to stay in bounds and slide at the 24. It's a gain of 4. As they mark him down at the 23, Tony Adams on the stop. But think about the turning point that game was for both these teams.
Yeah, absolutely. Jets had a new offensive coordinator that week. They promoted Todd Downing, their quarterback's coach, to offensive coordinator. And, there was a lot of optimism around the franchise. The Bills were able to get out of New York with that win, and these 2 seasons went in totally different directions from that point forward.
And the Bills were coming off back-to-back losses going into that game. And it finished 23-20, and there were a couple of kicks off the upright. Greg Zuerlein had 2 kicks off the left upright, and the Jets lost by 3. As Trubisky takes a knee here on 2nd and 6. And the Jets are not going to stop the clock with 55 seconds left, even though they have 3 timeouts. And the celebration for the Bills fans will begin. It will be a very happy New Year this week for Bills fans, home for the holidays. And the chants of MVP go up again from the crowd here left in attendance. Sparsely populated at this point. You would understand why, as Trubisky takes a knee, and that will run out the final 30 seconds as the Bills win in convincing fashion by a final of 40-14. Bills with 3 takeaways in this one. They now have 31 on the season. Let's go down to the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, I'm here with Bills linebacker Terrell Bernard, team captain. What's it mean for you guys to wrap up an 8-0 season right here in front of these fans?
Yeah, it's huge. That was one of our goals coming into the year. We talk about defending our dirt all the time. So to go 8-0 in front of the best fans in the world, man, it's awesome.